27 minutes. I reckon Bournemouth will win 2-1. Maybe even 3-1, but 2-1. City should score a goal, but I expect Bournemouth to win by... I expect Bournemouth to win. Wait a sec, Riot Games? What's wrong, Tiv? Tiv? DM? Okay. I'm trying to get that synced back up, and then it's funny because I need to take the C9 banner down anyway. Right. You guys probably want stream audio, hey?
Still looks like we're going to see that heavy prioritization towards mid lane. There were 4 mid lane bans in game number 1, and that's just in the first phase as well. So we'll see if that continues once again. It was actually has changed a little bit here with the Cassio being banned by anyone's legend. BLG leaving that open here. The Syndra was another one that AL looked to take away, so that's where my eyes are immediately drawn to.
Notice how just announced new One Piece movies, but can't promote any of the Dragon Ball remasters?
Some really high prio first.
Huh.
The Akali taken away here. So it's Assassins away by BLG. It's anyone's legend banning out those control mages. And we'll see. So Syndra's still ready for the ban if they want it, but plenty of junglers still left available as well. Vi was taken away in the
also, I heard there was some, by the way, I heard there was some controversy about today's game. Well, maybe it's just because T1 lost, so, like, you know, T1 fans trying to be reasonable about their team.
Even though
very
we
difficult.
Moved away from mage bot lanes seemingly with the marksman changes and the buffs, I feel like Viper could always throw down a Taliyah bot lane if they wanted to look for something spicier. But BLG's priorities are elsewhere on the map here, Rude. It's towards the top lane with
What controversy? Well, controversy is maybe a strong word, but basically just Faker getting touched in the lane, which is something that we've been talking about here in the Jamada camp for a while.
I know that when they've won and when they've looked good, it has been from a position of having a very aggressive jungler. Tarzan though instead
I'm about to get trucked.
still an aggressive jungler, but not one that's
God forbid.
a hot pot combo. So
Yeah, the Orianna Cassio one. I mean, it's funny because I've always been under the impression that Orianna Cassiopeia is a skill matchup which is favored in Orianna's direction.
You know what?
But obviously, I think the current state of Cassiopeia and Deathfire Touch probably make it Cassiopeia favored.
So with Lulu and Yunara, as you called out, very strong scaling.
Didn't Chovy lose that same matchup? Maybe.
Engage on Shun, especially now going into the second round picks and bans, and anyone's legend are going to have a chance to try and ban out a lot of those engage.
Yeah, Cassio DFT and Orianna Q nerfs changed it, I think. Yeah, same. That's what I think as well. Now, do I think it's down a bajillion CS? Changed?
So there's a very real possibility that
I would be tentative to say yes. But do I think it's now more Cassio favored? Yes, I think so. The more that I've seen it lately, I think so.
So I think Xion is probably going to get his pick of the litter for those engage style champions, but largely because I think AL have given themselves a real big plot hole by taking the Annie here. I think denying away good bot lane pairings for BLG is obviously going to be their plan. They've taken away the Seraphine for the Ashe Seraphine. Would like to see Corki hit the ban table here as well. AL are very
what's good into Cass right now?
Early game towards the game. I think that if they get a Corki down on the bot side, it really fleshes out their identity.
Well, I think as far as lane is concerned, I think Victor's fine. I think Syndra's good. I think though people don't really play it mid, Xerath is good. No, it's not a dare I say Xerath. Like, Xerath is a good matchup into Cassio. Basically anything with like a mid to long lane ranged ability is good.
Mid lane, and we're gonna be super aggressive with this Pantheon.
Like, I love playing Victor into Cassio. I love it.
flexing a different look.
The only thing that starts to get
No
annoying is obviously Cassios
other
typically tend to go
preferred
Roa, so it's
bot
like
lane
trading
being
gets a
banned
little
out
bit
here, but
hard.
it's just another support
Is
pick.
Aurora too short ranged? Oh, here? No, I could see BLG going like Aurora Vi. I could see BLG going Aurora Vi here. Aurora's like a acceptable-ish matchup into Annie. I think I've seen most, quite a few mids actually okay to take it here. Knight is here. Unlikely. I think this is Aurora Vi. Or, well, Vi's one. I don't know what Knight will play, to be fair. But when I look at what's out, it does seem likely.
True.
It wouldn't be out of the realms of possibility.
Oh, what do you know? It's Aurora Vi.
And for BLG, right, they are fight fire with fire, go in with go in, and there's that Aurora that I talked about earlier.
Oh,
Oh,
hey.
this would be a definite
Hey,
one.
Kyle, don't get freaky now.
Every player in the jungle that has ever locked in Vi and sees a Morgana locked in against them on the other side of the rift,
Hey.
want to leave the game instantaneously because your ultimate
Okay.
is so telegraphed. You just give the black shield over.
Morgana would be crazy here, but
Unfortunately, Rude,
it's a bit of a,
even
it's a bit
in
bad into
my
Lulu, I think.
tenure with LPL, I have yet to learn that a
Right,
hunter does not mean the
I will
end-all
run
be-all, and
a
I got
short
baited
minute and a half
into
of ads
what could
here
have been
on
a very
Twitch.
spicy
You
setup
won't miss
and
anything,
the
so don't
return of a champion we
stress.
haven't seen
The
in
ads will
quite some
finish
time, and yet again,
exactly as we go into game.
Caitlyn Lux here in the bot lane.
Okay, so I like this, and this gives AL a route to play through. Again, I think their composition is
I
very
agree, though. I think
vanilla
Morg
in
would have been
terms of
better here.
identity. It is
I think it's worse in lane, but better out of
they
lane.
do have an opportunity to get Caitlyn
Whereas Lux is just
lane
like kind of
that
a
can also pop off, but,
baseline
I think
good
that their
throughout
mid-game
like the
trophy is
game.
a little bit too weak for that to happen in this game. So it's
Why has
for
been benched for
anyone
this?
thinking it's about
I
getting
don't know.
focused onto
He's
Caitlyn
just
early
benched.
on,
It
it's
seems
about
like they will be running a
making sure
6-man roster.
is the carry for this AL squad. And I think that for anyone's legend in particular, this is a make or break game, because one of the criticisms that AL have faced is that Hope hasn't been good enough in the clutch, right? We think back to any sort of big international series and times where he wasn't able to do it on the big stage, and that has started to plague him in the LPL as well, where recently, in fact, hasn't been able to reach those same highs that we've seen from him in
Nah, League Classic convo is done, bro. People are over League Classic. I think they fucked up with League Classic. I think that with League Classic, I think they made a big mistake, and that mistake was trying to make the first patch of League Classic kind of encompass multiple different eras inside of season 1 to 3.
If we could just get this person on anyone's legend, it'd be so good.
It's low-key just the worst game? Yeah, because like the original seasons of League weren't actually good. The game started getting good, I think, around season 3. Now, I wouldn't know exactly because I started in season 4, and when I started playing the game in season 4 was good. But I think what they should have done is they should have kept it simple, and they should have just re-released season 1. And then a couple of months later, what do you get to do? What do you get to release after a couple of patches, guys? A couple of cycles. You get to release League Classic Season 2, and then League Classic Season 3, then League Classic Season 4, and so on. And then each time that you do that, you get a new boon of players, and you get to bring in, obviously, champs of the season. And if you wanted to kind of cheat a little bit to make the champion roster slightly larger at launch and bring in some of the champs that were in season 2 into like season, I think that's perfectly fine. But doing this whole thing of like, oh, the Twisted Fate they have is like the one from beta where his ultimate is on his E. But then there's like a season 2 version of a champion. It's all over the place. Why? And then the only thing that you actually get to market as new content inside of League Classic is new champions.
I like this move from Tarzan, though, and this is the type of flexibility we want to see from a Panda squad heading into playoffs.
Oh my god. Is this legal?
Es
legal? Es legal?
On a winning bot lane duo. I like to see that.
Okay.
Tarzan
Loki, it's a cannon wave.
kill of the game. Viper trying to fight back while he
Oh
still
god,
has the
Viper
with
just
minion wave.
got himself killed, I
They
think.
let the turret
Are they gonna make
aggro
Tarzan
pull
tank
down,
first?
And now they will lead the dive again, waiting for the flash.
Wait, who tanked?
before
Wait, who?
committing the W.
Wait, how did Hope? But there was a
Unfortunately,
minion.
Hope still goes down,
Was?
But BLG suffer 2 deaths.
Yeah, it was really, really clean.
I need a replay of that dive.
But
I need a replay of that dive. I am so confused about how that happened.
Back to Hope and Kyle as well.
Like, the dive is still good slash clean overall, but like, I'm...
got 2 assists as opposed to 2 kills, so Tarzan gets to come out onto the map incredibly strong. Soon now will smite away the blue and
still half
at
confused.
the very least one of the buffs away from Tarzan, but he should be very happy with this.
Oh.
He's actually going to look to immediately invade onto Shun here.
No.
Shun was trying to greed for the crowd.
No.
Because Breeze just saw this
That feels so bad.
use his smite for the blue buff. It's like, buddy, you cannot.
That
stay for this
keeps
crowd.
Tarzan in the
I've got
game.
my Pantheon, I've
Being
got
able to
my
get both his
Enemy right on
both
top of
crabs
your
here.
head. And Shun's like, oh crap, you got
Well,
me.
it's a big investment by AL. You are quite right. Yeah, Jun has no friends in that case. His team were not happy to come and support, but Flandre gets a little bit of a gold lead here.
Oh, excellent.
You can see that this bot lane, it's
Yo, how fun is this lane?
Hope could have gone for a flash combo onto On there. Would have been responded to by their own flash. I think that's why they had him.
Wow, On is one hit, so guess who's here again?
Cleared his topside camps yet. Clears out. Oh, there's no Vi. Well, guess what's happening, guys? You're getting dove again.
At the very least, he can try and steal this respawn Grom. Shun has other plans, though. Immediately,
I mean, just
launches
kill
the
this guy,
fist
no?
right on top of Kyle's dome. Kyle might be in trouble, but he holds on to the flash. He's
I mean,
confident
empowered
in
Q,
his
3-2.
jungler to be able to
Yo,
protect him from
Tarzan.
harm, and
Does he
Tarzan
not?
able to exchange a common spear, and Kyle
Oh,
uses the
he's
flash
still
on
level
the
3. You
full
know what? I'm not sure if he has.
light
I'm not sure if he has E
binding,
leveled up.
allowing Hope
Jesus.
to excel in the early
Great binding
stage
as
of the
well.
game.
What the hell
Viper
is going
does
on?
get this wave,
Oh,
and now
Shanks, stop
on
it.
the move. I think he has to flash that wall and commit very early. Viper with no
Oh,
summoner
it's
spells.
exactly what he's gonna do.
Oh my goodness.
I think the vision. I think the vision that they had of Viper was that he could have been moving back. That
Okay.
it looks jank. Yo,
Come on, Shanks, just... Okay,
Oh
well...
dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's Annie,
speed.
baby.
I need this.
I
I'm
love
a
the
serial hater of
enthusiasm.
this champ.
Speed. I need this. No, 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 no. That flash is fine. No, from their vision, it's just really obvious. It looks like Viper's left the tower.
This is good for my brand right now.
It's just very obvious that, like, from AL vision, it looks like Viper left the tower.
I think Shanks thought that Viper had already ran for the hills and was trying to catch him as he was potentially in transition to that second turret. Unfortunately, he flashes over and realizes, oh, he's still here. Bloody hell.
I completely understand.
How about we go back to that LCK VoD review? No, no, no. No, this is a democracy. I let you guys vote on what we'd be doing first. Oh my god, if that net hit, he's dead. Aren't you supposed to do it like really quick so the headshots just like queue up? Or do I not know Caitlyn
Shun
mechanics?
can change something about it. He wanted to go for this dragon, but he realizes
Well.
how much pain his bot lane's in, and he wants to inflict some of that love back to Hope and Kyle. Tarzan en route, but this time Knight is the first one to try and move from the mid lane. Tarzan's going to interrupt him, but Shun is ready to back up his mid laner. He got level 6 on this Aurora, but he's ready to hop over the wall. He might have just left
Wait.
Shun for dead if he can't Vault Breaker back over. He's back
Okay,
in!
crazy,
They
crazy
caught
quick.
him by surprise! Oh, what a beautiful bait by Shun and Knight! As soon as he hops out of the
Wait,
wall, he's
Tibbers.
still
Oh,
able
I
to
don't know if
ult
Tibbers can
and
be
breathe
controlled.
his
Ah! Where did this guy come from?
when did Bree TP to
That's
the
what
bottom?
I'm saying.
This game is just pure awesomeness right now.
And it is going to be on falling. There's a scuffle in the bot side between the marksmen.
Oh,
Looks like Hope's coming out on top of that one as Breeze finds the second.
Huh.
AL collapse. And BLG do, in the less
guys.
impressive sense, the exact same thing.
Rude, we have 12 kills
We do.
before 7 minutes. We have
This is how
almost
you
2
play
kills
the
per
okay.
game.
minute.
So let's take a look at this because
Yes,
Knight
sir.
The whole
Wing out into R was
game
crazy, and then
tried
also
to
Shun
snowball. Hot
Vault
point
Breakers at the
Caitlyn's
same
bot lane
time.
where you have
So if
every
Tarzan had
single
E, he just had no chance to use it.
jungle
Like,
is to
he has to do it
snowball
here,
the Caitlyn.
but then
That's
he
what
doesn't
Shun
react to the
AL
Q,
tried to do
which he
with
has to.
Breeze. You know,
And then
he
because
goes
he's knocked
really,
up by the
really
Q, he gets hit by the
far.
Aurora
Does end
as
up
well at the same
finding
time, but she was
Shun
always
there, I
going to
think,
take damage
because,
from.
you know where the Vi is going to relatively land, but it's a good pickup all the same.
I can't tell if the
Viper
game
gets
quality is
straight
extremely
to the
high or
by
extremely
Caitlyn,
low.
Knows that he's got the minion wave coming in as well.
Bro, you're moving like one of them characters that are watching a fight in a shonen. Like on a sideline, like it's the Cell games. I can't even see their movement. That's you right now, bro.
Maybe be a bit of a carry. He's been given a lot
That's you.
of free time up there. And you would expect him
They're moving so fast, I can barely keep up. Sorry, my bad.
My dear observer, all the way at the LPL studio, can we go back to the normal scoreboard? I promise we're not going to have another fight. I want to see where the CS is, where the gold is, where the items are. But we are...
Why would you say we're not going to have another fight? Why on earth would you say that?
Yamcha? No.
8 minutes in and we've only got 12 kills? That's not nearly enough for us in this type of game. Yoink.
Bang.
Why didn't Tarzan...
Secure his own Gromp away. Okay, surely we're not imagining another fight. Please return to the score. I'm getting so much anxiety just watching this. I feel like, where's the fight? Where's the fight? Where's the fight? Where's the fight? And there's no fight. I feel like I'm.
So the thing that's happening right now is we're focusing down on this bot side, but the objective is actually on the top side. With the grubs just having spawned, teams typically tend to...
Please, man, get Viper a glass of water or something? What do you mean? What's wrong with Viper? Oh. Okay. Decent E. Shun has another Q. Okay. Q crit too much.
The spearman and Knight does not dare to follow over the wall.
I mean, Knight, you know, he can with the Between Worlds, but I feel like knows that if he does, it's probably 2 kills for the price of 1, or maybe even just the 1 for 1 and gets out. But even still, you can see here that anyone's legend really across the board have been able to generate a decent lead. Good trap comes down, or good root rather comes down. Viper does have...
Yo, why do we ever blind pick Lulu Yunara, by the way?
This is how you play plate lane at this stage. You know, you're looking to get as many gold, as much gold as possible.
I'm just really curious. Like,
the hero story for this game for me is absolutely Breathe.
I think this lane duo is penis. I think it's so bad.
Secure the crab for Tarzan after he went for the double kill. He also TP'd down to the bot.
Like, I can't be the only one that like just feels that it's horrid as a duo, right? Like, I'm not the only one.
CS and only half a level, maybe a full level behind. That's a real big sort of incentive for BLG, an area of the map where they should be super far ahead. But Breather's got the gold value from that TP, from that commitment, and actually doesn't feel too rough to be laning up against the Rumble right now.
And his TP cooldown is almost back up. During that whole time, Flounder hasn't used it for anything.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, anytime I've seen Lulu Yunara lately, like, it just keeps on getting blinded, and I don't understand why. Like, there is just no good reason for it to be blinded.
Advantage doesn't really seem likely, or that happened in this game.
Yeah, it was good when Yunara was broken.
So, once again, Flounder already starting to look a little invisible compared to his counterpart in this game too.
Looking at those items, though, really important breakpoints early on, as Hope has already got the Collector. So, you know, first items for Caitlyn are, much like Jin, frequently up for discussion. For my money here,
we need MKOI VoD review. Right? Genuinely, you would have to pay me to VoD review that game. It scales really well. Well, I fucking hope so. It's got a Lulu next to it, mate. Cheers. Cheers, genius.
2 champions who have got relatively low base armor. And will be able to hopefully continue that snowball down there. Tarzan is level 6, has been for a while now, but with that Grand Starfall, those dives that engage on the bot side becomes even easier.
All the more likely that anyone's legend will find a winning combo into blowing someone up on that bottom side of the map.
Be nice, you're not pushing a lot of P.
We've had Dragon
if you do about this chat. Hey man, who do you think might win the LCK? The usual suspect Gen G, thoughts on DK, might be top 3.
Burst out Shanks before one of these two ends up going down. Shun lands one more punch, and it's a flash wild growth from On to save his jungler's life. Now Tarzan is on the back foot. It's Tarzan that ends up going down, and Kyle cannot bail him out this time around.
Find the solo kill down on the bot side, but
yeah, I mean, I think it's likely Gen G or HLE.
They're not playing around their Caitlyn. They're playing around the wrong lane here.
I think DK should probably come third.
It goes poorly.
and I think T1 should be 4th. I just don't think T1... T1 are showing me no signs that they will fix the issues that they have been presenting since before MSI. T1 is looking that bad? Yes. It's not just a matter of looking bad. It's a matter of I'm really concerned about their ability to fix their problems. Wow, I mean, it's good movement from Viper, but this guy just deals more damage. No barrier. I mean, if he has barrier, he probably wins the 1v1 there, to be fair. Do T1 miss Worlds if they come 4th? Yeah. No, they still go to Worlds because HLE won MSI.
Viper, that's what happens when you don't have a combat summoner spell that works into Caitlyn outside of stepping onto a trap with purpose and intention. So BLG's 80 carry, despite
don't worry, guys. Unlike the last 3... Actually, no. Shit, I was at the O2. Well... Unlike the last 3 World Championships, I was not present at the whole tournament. Worry not, T1 will not be winning Worlds this year.
Sorry, still first Drake even. Anyone's Legend 13 minutes in, gonna grace us with the presence in the bot river. Feels like with the lead that Hope has, you would expect them to be able to take
nope,
this.
This is a completely different feel in terms of how they look, because last year they looked great. Last year T1 looked like the 2nd best team or 3rd best team, worst case, in the world.
Have fun.
Put your bid. All right, the Shine Joy up.
Tarzan sending a message here in game 2, and
I'm gonna say this to you
the front runner for MVP going into the series, and
because I'm generous.
Still be holding on to that
you have been agitating me for a little while now. You need to type less or type in a way that is less grating, or we will just get you gone.
Yeah, so they do get the dragon here, anyone's Legend, but obviously lose out on their mid laner. Good sneaky positioning by Jun there, walks over from the Raptor brush, and now they're actually fishing for even more.
That equalizer was a little underwhelming, not gonna lie, but at the very least it zoned breathe into the rest of BLG. That is my defense there for Flandra.
I just want Pace to win, he's so cracked. I mean, yeah, it would feel pretty bad for... Oh. Okay. Yeah, it'd feel pretty bad for Pace. I feel really bad for Pace, for sure. People said they wouldn't win in the last 2 years, to be fair. I mean, I think people were... People last year, I think, had a degree of, like, yeah, they could definitely win. Like, it's not out of the question, because they were, again, like a top 3 team in the world. I was either... No, not you, bro. I remember, I have 2... I'm streaming on YouTube, I'm streaming on Twitch. I have two chats.
Yeah. I mean, we've flipped kind of who gets agency and who is favored in the later stages of the game, from game 1 to game 2, with both of these compositions for anyone's Legend and BLG respectively. So it's nice to see that kind of change of pace and flip of dynamics. It gives BLG a chance to show, okay, this is what happens when...
Imagine winning with Doran and losing with Paze. Well, yeah, I don't know. It would be a bit mad, wouldn't it?
Prevent you guys from snowballing, and
I don't know. I do think by the way that team was sculpted last year, I don't think T1 had much business winning Worlds. There's a program that lets you combine 2 chats. Yeah, I know. I'm using it on OBS. But it's not on screen or anything, so people on YouTube can't see the Twitch chat, and people on Twitch chat can't see the YouTube chat. Oh.
Nice cleanse there, immediately getting out of the light binding there. Shout out to Kale's Crucible from On, as Viper still did not have cleanse up off cooldown.
You're already seeing, aren't you, that this bot lane...
What's wrong with T1 this year? Oh, hello. Nope. Oh, we're gonna go and murder Flandre. Oh, Flandre, no. Oh, Flandre, no, bro. You even have Equalizer.
Hey, Flandre.
Bro.
Real quick. Public execution, bang.
Ay, 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 ay.
Crystalline overgrowth just for good measure. Shank's looking to tax a wave away from his top laner. Breathe says no, and he's going to find some gold on his turret as well. Jun, though, might fancy the 1v1 versus the Ambassador, but has enough spells to get away.
Definitely thought about it. Shun might not have had the damage before someone from Breathe side could have bailed him out with a Grand Starfall perchance, but at the very least, Shun able to collect the minion wave there. Yeah? What about it?
You just can't. You can't just say perchance.
Why not?
Those that know know. That's all we'll say.
Ah,
ELG though on this top side, they're finding out that these plates, they've got some gold in them. That's a good thing to try and get.
I mean, honestly, this year is the wild card year.
Remember what happened to you in
This year, anyone can win worlds. I'm just, it is just the most open worlds of all time. Like, I think there's even a chance, like, depending on like how depending on how like the top 8 bracket goes, you could easily like G2KC, Lion, like unironically don't count them out. Like if there was ever a year for a Western team to win worlds, it's this year.
What doth it cost them here, Arthur?
Like unironically, if there is ever a time for a Western team to win, it is genuinely this year.
They've sacrificed all control over
And it's not like I'm not. When I'm saying this, I need everyone to understand. This is not like some overhype cope on like the West being good. This is we have genuinely seen it all this year. I don't think there's anything preventing a Western team from winning worlds this year. Like of the elite Western teams, I don't think there's anything stopping them.
Whereas, you know, fortunately for BLG,
because the Eastern teams have been so flippant in their performances versus each other as well, that I don't think it's impossible. I really don't think it's impossible this year.
A lot of the RE charms in that game 1 went quite wide, even with the cover of fog on his side.
KC being an Eastern team in a best of 5, that'll be insane.
This has been a split.
It's doable.
In a conversation earlier,
Exactly what happened. Every team seems to have regressed this year.
While Knight's still an MVP contender,
I think a lot of it just has to do with Fearless, man. I think when your practice is spread across the amount of champions that it now has to be spread across, just in contrast to realistically only really scrimming 3 to 4 champs tops,
it definitely was missing a bit in game 1.
with like the occasional like pocket pick. I think this is just what happens for a little while. Right? It's literally the question of like, to a less extreme, but like, you know, One Tricks versus Jack of all trades, right? Fiesta slop. But like, yeah, low-key. Oh my god, what the fuck? Tarzan. Oh, you. And then wow. That was just insane, bro. Well, BLG will go and get Nash.
Just for a little bit more off BLG. Come up trumps in the fight.
But teams didn't look this bad with Fearless last year. I mean, I think it's a form thing. And you can't really... You can't quantify form. That is just a fact of the matter. Like, did anyone expect Lion to go into that HLE series and take them to 5 games? I mean, hell, I've said this since the series happened. HLE, in terms of total time played in that series, Lion played better League of Legends than Lion did. But the time that Lion played better League of Legends happened to be more impactful than Lion. That's it. Like, that's just the fact of the matter. Lion played better on the day. But HLE played better at the moments that mattered. That's League of Legends. That is League of Legends.
To boast a 3.5k gold lead here at the 21.
That is League of Legends.
Picking up their first dragon of the game. Doesn't look like we're gonna be.
What do you mean form in regards to Fearless? I mean, I just think that in terms of like draft plan and prep, like it's so much easier to make a mess of a draft because of all of the variables of what could be out and what could be in. Hikey, that might be the West versus East summed up. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's the East versus West summed up. I don't think it's summed up this year or last year. or historically. I think that's a reach. No, I think it's a reach. Keeping form in harder is in Fearless. I don't know. Keeping form in Fearless is harder. Yes, I agree.
The tier 3 spell pen boots as well, so definitely feels good about the damage that he'll be able to do. And I think that the pit stop.
I don't know. I just need Chovy to win World so that and I'm not saying this in a very, not saying this with the intention of sounding derogatory, but like so the T1 like specifically the T1 fans, when it's like you have this conversation about Chovy versus Faker, they always be like the default will immediately be, well, Faker's won World. It's like, yeah, but Chovy has been the better player since like 2021, 2022. Like he has consistently been the better player. That's the fact of the matter. But Faker's got the trophies at Worlds. Faker doesn't have the trophies domestically. They haven't won an MSI.
Not looking good for
right? Like Chovy has different trophies, but to the T1 people, don't matter because there's 3 World Championships on Faker's belt and nothing else.
But then the team fight started breaking out, and BLG have been able to run away with it.
Yeah, no. To those people, like the domestic titles and like winning the hardest domestic league, arguably to win. Actually, to be fair, I think historically it's been harder to win the LPL, but different combo. But like the domestic trophies that he's got from the LCK, plus the back-to-back MSIs, and it's like that just doesn't. And MSI is the harder tournament to win. Yo, MSI is the harder tournament to win. By the way, I don't know why people don't talk about this. MSI is the harder tournament to win. And if you disagree with that, you are a dunce. You are a dunce if you think MSI isn't the harder tournament to win. Having to win on the double elimination is infinitely harder. By the way, you have to play a confirmation series to make sure that you are better than everyone else. Absolutely. And then if you happen to trip up, you have to then go through the lower bracket and actually play fucking everyone. How is it a conversation?
We'll at least scout them out for Breathe's sake. I mean, while Tarzan will get a chance to try and slink his way into the top side of the map and protect.
Do you think it? No. This whole pressure thing is all a mentality. As a competitor, if like every game should be the same. Every game should be the same. You can lose a best of 5 and still make it through loser bracket, just like HLE. How is it harder? Because depending on where you lose, you have to then beat almost everyone, and then potentially you have to beat the team that you lost to. So, yeah, double elimination is objectively a harder format to win in. Single elim is more ruthless, because obviously if you lose there is no second chance, but that doesn't make it a harder tournament to win in. No.
Feels like they are losing slowly instead of trying to find a way back into the match.
Quite the contrast from what BLG were doing in game 1
Come on now.
when they started losing even ground and the gold advantage.
New format MSI, fam. New format.
It seemed like BLG were constantly on the hunt, prowling for.
By the way, just because you get one chance, it doesn't make it harder.
They would try and take it as fast as possible.
A tournament tree, if you win a single bracket tournament tree and you go and you win a double elim bracket tree and you never lose, it's the exact same tree to you.
Would prefer dying a slow death.
Yes, you can't get lucky with a double elimination bracket. Like the likelihood you get lucky with a double elimination bracket is really low. And it's actually entirely beholden to seeding. Because we kind of had a mini thing with that where like because G2 won their first series, they then obviously had to play into T1. But obviously then they beat T1 anyway. But it would have been easier for G2 to lose to Tez because then they would have played whatever the fuck team it was. And they could have actually skipped playing versus the Korean team in that circumstance.
for me here in this situation is that anyone's Legends strategy relies on BLG making mistakes. Now, the problem is that you don't get to 11 and 2 by regularly making mistakes. It's not to say that it won't happen, but it's definitely not so likely, as Shanks is in fact the one who's being caught out.
Okay.
Shun
is a funny guy. Funny guy. I think T1's Worlds 2023 was more legitimate than HLE's run. They beat a Chinese team in one best of 5.
But BLG have got a couple side lanes to stabilize first.
Yeah, just you know, make sure that you've not lost complete control over mid lane. Definitely a possibility that the inhibitor would have been run down or would have been taken down if you'd have taken too long around that Baron. But for AL here, they went for a play, didn't quite work out. Shanks, I mean, this is a game to forget for him. I really did think that the Annie was a little bit early on in the draft, and I mean, Shanks has
Think about it.
No.
I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him. No. Don't question mark him. Go and look at who actually played.
Not had a good game.
Go look at who actually had to play to win MSI. No. Go. Hey. Go and look. I can bring it up. I'll bring it up on the screen. I'll bring it up on the screen right now. I'll bring it up on the screen. No. Don't cook him. He's right. Like, he's low-key right. Look. HLE had to play Team Secret Wells, G2, who, to be fair, G2 were a decent team, but they just weren't a decent team versus HLE. They played BLG, lost, then had to play Lion, and then played BLG again and won. Like, compared to Gen G, MSI, oh god. Oh, you know what? Bro. Yeah, low-key, Gen G's run was demonic, no? They had to play AL, T1 back-to-back. G2, people probably didn't think G2 were going to win, but they did take a game off them.
Both of those point-and-click stuns can set up public executions to connect.
Anyway.
Obviously, it helps your Caitlyn and Lux spot lane to accelerate, and they did.
I think the only thing, I'm not going to say delegitimize is a very strong word, but like the only thing that makes me annoyed about T1 2023 run is the fact that it was capped off by the Weibo finals. Like, I'll say this. I think if T1 had to beat BLG for that World Championship, if T1 had to beat BLG that year, I genuinely think that would go down as like the most legendary Worlds run of all time. And I don't think it's ridiculous to say that.
So if somebody comes up here a little too far forward,
yeah, but they beat Fort. So what? Who cares if they're Chinese?
If somebody can help.
Yo, you're moving like one of them elitists. You're moving like one of those elitists.
I don't know where
I'm hashtag noticing.
In row from Shanks and Kyle, who were able to catch him as he escaped towards the jungle, leaving his base.
I think AL are shagged, guys. I think this is 3 games.
For the next 30 seconds here, might be enough to take out the turret.
That's not nothing here. I mean, like you say, 4v5 is definitely a good boost to have, fortunately.
And they're not really playing anywhere else on the map here. This is not ideal.
See anyone's legend all the way away. We'll be able to take another wave as well.
What happened to Bin?
So, I mean, Rafa, let's get a look. This is how On dies. He just face checks Annie.
Oh.
That's on brand.
He just got subbed out. There's actually nothing else to say. The guy just got subbed out.
So, justified.
Fortunately, on that jungle did not quite belong to you.
Lukewarm take. Flanders fit better into BLG. I mean, yeah.
There's 2 wizards here.
Should theoretically fit better.
And unfortunately, you know, it does slow the roll a little bit. Again, BLG a comp that we're expecting to do quite well as the game gets later, and you know we've got to late now. We've got
no idea, Len. They just decided to show up.
Viper here, very rarely that you'll see.
It's cool though. They still got a minute of Baron.
Last whisper, but has opted into an immortal shield bow, so has now got himself an extra.
I don't know why the hell I stayed up to watch the T1 game when they played like that.
Iota of damage. Traps are down, but
feel bad for you, bro.
Secure themselves the tier 2 in the mid lane.
Stayed up? Oh, that means you're probably... Well, you're from the Western Hemisphere. Probably.
for these teams, but again, Yunara with a Cloud Soul, definitely something to...
I'm East Coast. It was 4 a.m. for me.
There's one thing I'm feeling right now is Knight's damage. My goodness.
Yeah. This game's still in reach for AL.
I also fear rude.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Kids in parking lots.
Yeah. Still for sure.
How old are we talking?
Gold lead is starting to matter a little bit less. Everyone's equal items. Actually, arguably, On has a whole extra item right now on Kyle.
Yes. Yes. Because if
It's
there's
it's a one fight game.
cannot see over the windshield,
It's a one fight game.
you don't need to go that fast before you get a lawsuit. I'm just saying. Well, right now.
Oh. Is this legal?
I wouldn't call top lane a parking lot, but there was a kid up there.
Is this legal?
Can't even continue with my
Oh!
thought there.
Oh!
Expenses GA and will limit
Bombo
the
clat.
chance.
Is Hope dead?
Alongside Tarzan.
Good night, Hope.
And BLG are going to continue
Oh, Mikhail's on that guy.
looking for Hope, and Kyle next.
Nice,
The
okay.
Breaker finds Kyle and
Right.
clips him in the jaw.
There you go.
The rest of BLG will be able to push through the mid lane and finally crack open the base of anyone's legend.
Yeah, again, no Baron, but their comp is just better at this stage. It's a 7k lead. There's nothing really that AL can
Wait,
do
I want
in
to
this
test something I saw in
situation.
Cadrill's chat.
Was win fast or lose. We outlined this.
Okay.
They didn't win, nor was it fast. It looks like lose is their next option.
Yeah, I mean, after that dive early, I'm very surprised that AL managed to fumble this. But I just think Hope is terrible.
I guess it really does defend the base here. Wow.
Christmas streamer, if Tarzan didn't int that on mid, does the game go different? I think it was an insane swing. Yeah.
The thing for BLG here
I think it was very playable at least.
You know, like they don't have to end here.
But it's a very big like what if, right?
Them not ending, they're not pressured by time.
Red buff still on the way. Tarzan trying to see if he can hunt for any members here.
Oh my god, it
Just find one. Holy moly, Knight has been snagged. Okay.
But the shutdown went to Pantheon, so it kind of doesn't matter.
And that buys some time.
How enjoyable,
Yes,
hey?
Importantly, buys some time. Does it do anything else? Hell no.
Yep. Based
For
and
me,
true,
this
rude
game is
dude.
still relatively over, completely chalked, if I'm being fully honest. But it's
I don't think it's that bad though. I think, like, think about it like this: Baron's up in 1 minute. Will BLG probably insta-force the Nash? Yes. But if they don't and it goes to Cloud Soul, everyone's flashes will be back up. I think everyone is going to have equal items.
Excellent. Yunara kills you. If you take down Yunara, excellent. Knight kills you.
Actually, to be fair, Viper's up a whole item now again on Hope. Yeah.
Flandra sat quietly, farmed up a storm, nearly 3 items on the run.
Magi spotted. Oh god.
Probably also kills you. You are effectively triple melee. I don't count. I know.
Knight, you are a evil, evil man.
Effectively triple melee versus Rumble. He has a field day as well.
Right now, Flandra is.
How's Flandre today? This game, fine. I think he had one bad death, which was his only death, to be fair.
In anticipation of this,
that top dive, like he should have known that Shanks was on his way.
8 seconds, and for anyone's legend, as we said before, Rude, all they've done is delay the inevitable.
Again, it opens up for BLG to make mistakes. The odds are that they just won't. So that's really what AL are hoping for here, is that they can do something that's maybe a little bit creative and that catches BLG off guard and maybe makes BLG a little bit bemused.
Is weed a thing in China? I don't know.
I
feel like drugs are really mega illegal in those countries.
Our 2 top dogs in the LPL.
I feel like they're mega illegal.
A full 3 games, the full iota of League of Legends for a series between 2 teams at the top of our standings.
Punishable by death? Nah, say wallahi. Though marijuana is not punishable by death.
Kyle sniffs it out.
I know there's a I don't want to say mad as in like I say mad like as in like the cultural difference.
Why isn't Baron dead yet?
I want to say it's like
what are they doing?
Malaysia
They've had Baron
maybe.
for so long to be available. What's happening?
Where like
and as BLG,
weed is punishable by like
feel
life
like they
sentence or
wanna do that and time Baron
something
with
really
their
really
Cloud
up
Soul,
there.
so they can get the Cloud Soul, then move up to the Baron and have both of them as they push. Whereas if they'd taken Baron on spawn, They might feel a little bit obliged to go back to get the Baron, to get
Singapore?
the Dragon Soul afterwards.
Is it
This
Singapore?
way, there's no obligation.
IDK, I'm
But
just...
this way, it does open up for AL to maybe play for
AL
one
are just
final,
dropping mid-wave.
Hail Mary. Look at the bot wave. There's a big
Oh
wave
my
crashing
god.
there as
Guys,
well.
if you start right-clicking
Mid
Nash
lane,
before
there's
your
some
flashes
hits
come up,
exposed,
you
and
are...
yeah, this is it for anyone's legend. You've got to go as fast as possible to get this down.
I like this approach from BLG. Force the pandas to do the dirty work for you, and they can take the debuff from this Baron spawn.
And Shun's GA just came back. I mean, Tarzan just has to win this night.
From the river, Shun is into the pit,
Uh,
1800 HP, and Shun gets revenge for all the times Tarzan took the objective away from himself. BLG's jungler comes up clutch.
Just
and
unreal.
secures what should be the final piece of the winning puzzle.
Weed is getting like that in
And
Texas.
again,
Many years in prison if you're caught now.
underrated
Yeah,
part
but
of the
Texas is just
competition,
very
but
backwards in many
Flandre
aspects
here
of
with
life.
a massive equalizer. You know, you saw Xun go into the pit.
I'm saying this as someone that I am going to Texas in 2 months. Like, I visit Texas yearly.
But during that time when he's reviving through the GA, equalizer goes down. Some of AL go up to the top of it.
I don't
some
know,
of AL
just
go into the pit
Odd
with it.
place, Texas.
And those who go into the pit recognize they don't have the damage to
Nah,
revive
not everyone
in
open
time.
carries. That's
He hops
a...
out over the wall. Baron secured, nicely done.
No,
with
it's
Cloud
not like
Soul
that.
as well.
People
Big
overstate the
March
whole
here
like,
now
oh my
from
god,
BLG.
everyone has guns on them. Like, no. It's just not a thing.
And now all
You go Yili? Yeah.
you need to do
I go
is send it
to
through the top side
the
of
Dallas
map,
area
or
once a year.
maybe have one of their side laners try and push through
Send
and
it anywhere.
crack open this
Yeah.
base. Just send it anywhere, as you said. I mean, you've got Baron, you got Cloud Soul. You should have everything you need to send us to Game 3 at this point.
Top tier 2, just to make sure we are tutorial moding here, it looks like, as BLG. Make sure that you get as many of the structures as possible, make this as convincing as can be. One Unara W without Transcendence here takes about a quarter of Hope's HP. So you can really see the damage.
It's not everyone
that is being
can
built
have
up.
guns on them. Yeah.
Hope
Like,
a little bit
it's
more
pretty
to
easy to
damage
acquire a firearm in
Really
in
is
the
just
state
a
of
struggle
Texas.
For anyone's legend here, where do you go? BLG are moving around the map so cleanly, so precisely, with not really any mistakes.
Yes, Goomoon, they do. His name is Ted
Not
Cruz.
being an angle for Tarzan to look for a play. I think as soon as they see Vi on the bot side, that's going to be their cue to go and send it.
Reed's trying to push out Knight, but he takes his distance now.
Bro,
Launches the only one
though.
is somewhat
Listen,
over-pushed
do you know how good it feels right now?
Anyone's legend do not feel
My
confident to
my
send
3-man
the
group
rumble,
chat
just allowing him to
is
push
myself,
in with
obviously, a
already
Man
an
United fan
open
and a
mid
Coventry
lane,
fan.
with the
After
inhibitor
this
yet
weekend
to
of football.
come back from respawn corner.
Oh, I am the most annoying guy of all time. Are you insane?
And this will be the final ditch effort. Knight dodges away.
The public execution
Flanders.
comes in way before Tarzan gets involved.
Oh,
Seems like a little
Viper
bit of
Loki.
decision
Yo.
making.
Hope is dealing
Kyle's
some
first
right.
one to get punched back
Oh,
down
Hope
to
is
the
dead.
ground. Hope will be blasted by Viper. Picks up the double. Could be a triple kill. Yes, sir. And the GA will only just
Well.
give Tarzan one last look at the base before Kron
Coventry fan? They sent us
tumbling down.
killers for less. Bro, he's from Coventry.
BLG, we get to see one last full best of 3.
He's from
between them and
Coventry.
anyone's legend.
Hey.
A little bit underwhelming here to end out. Feels like that could have happened probably 10-15 minutes ago, but BLG, they
Right.
have their time. They forced us to a game number 3. And we'll get to see now what these two teams can do when their backs are both up against the wall.
Let's talk about-
BLG recognise that
let's talk
AL
about some
were the
previous
best
runs,
with that
shall we?
opposition, and again,
I'm gonna mute this. Let's talk about some previous runs. Also, I need to run. What? How long is that bar? I think I need to run 2 minutes of ads, so I'm gonna run that. And then obviously we're doing game 3. It's just gonna probably be like 10 minutes, 15 maybe. 2021 Worlds. So EDG's run. EDG. Oh. I mean, their group was a little bit whatever, but they had to go through RNG. Oh, is the seeding not on this page? Is that not weird? They had to go through RNG, Gen G, and then Dom 1. Yeah, that's a bit of a That's a bit of a psycho. That's a bit of a psycho. Where the fuck am I? Oh, is this playing? Oh, this is MSI. Oopsies. Yeah, okay. EDG's run might be a bit nuts. I think we could go back to a world where we have groups, but I do prefer Swiss overall. I think Swiss is the better format, but like our Swiss has just been horrible and terribly seeded. So it's like it's really annoying. That's the only thing. Fake run, they didn't play T1. They played them in groups, bro. T1 lost to DK in semis. I think this was the year where people were big on T1 this year. What roster T1 was this? This was the one with Teddy, right? Oh no, this one was Guma carrier. I guess it was the year that Teddy came out the roster in it. Yeah, I don't know. I've been saying it for ages. As far as the seeding is concerned for Swiss, right? I made that whole video on it. We cannot allow for this kind of circumstance to happen. Where who was it? Like 100 Thieves rolled BLG. No, who was it? PSG? I think PSG would. No, who got the? There was a team that got like the mega short end of the stick. And I feel like it just was maybe 100 Thieves. No, sorry. Technically, because I had the whole discussion. It was like, I mean, 100 Thieves run should never be able to happen. It should just never, ever be able to happen. But obviously, it just kind of is what it is, you know. They won the first round, you know. Like, had they lost and their ball was in the place of BLG, they would have played Fnatic, you know. That is obviously the way that this version of Swiss works, but because T1 qualled in, it weren't FlyQuest either. Yeah, Haaland shaved his head. Was it this year? Someone got a really gross... Oh, someone got a really gross roll. And I guess maybe it was maybe it was, to be fair, maybe it was PSG. Because they play Seed 1 Korea into Seed 2 Korea. Like, just enjoy. And then, yeah, like, KT's is pretty fucking gross too. But what can you do? I think this just needs to be 4 pools. I don't know why they did a 3-pool system. This has to be 4 pools. Pool 1 is Korea 1, Korea 2, China 1, China 2. The rest of the first seeds in the next pool, which would be NA, EU, APAC, Brazil. So there's actually just 4 first seeds to put in there. Then everyone's second and third seeds. Then like just fucking lock in, man, please. Just lock in, bro. Because no way should AO ever have to play Korea second seeded to Korea first seed. And then there's no way that KT, as the third seed from Korea, should be allowed to roll EMEA 2. Like, it's just goofy. It's just goofy. It's just really goofy. Wow, they're not even in a timer yet. Jeez. Yeah, like, I think if Swiss was done properly and seeded properly, then it would just be chill. T1 pool 3, well, yeah, because they came through play-ins. They came through play-ins, so it makes sense. But, like, realistically, should probably be whacking, like... Well, when it's a 3-pool system, like, what the hell do you even do? You know, like, that's the issue. Like, that's the issue. When you have a 4-pool when you have a 4-pool system like this, like, how do you fix it? You don't. You have to make it a 4-pool system. Which, by the way, have we heard anything about the format of MSI of Worlds this year? Nah, not yet. Aye. Oh, they need to sort out, man. Same shit, bigger play-ins. Yeah, Worlds is in an A this year. No, I don't have any insider information. Even if I did, I wouldn't share it. But all I know is that we get play-ins because they finally, for the first time... So, by the way, Worlds has been declining in size since 2021, I think. No, since 2022. So 3 years on the dot, it got smaller. From 24 to 22 to 20 to 17 teams last year. This is the first time that we get an increase in teams up to 19. Well, the first year you could make the argument it was because of Russia and what was obviously going on there, and we lost the CIS seed. But yeah, I digress. Last year was the smallest world championship since, I think, 2015? 16 teams. 16 teams. 24 teams. So since 2016. Last year's Worlds was the smallest Worlds in almost a decade. We finally increased by 2 teams, and I think part of the reason is actually just to do with the fact that Brazil and, like, NA had to split. Otherwise, we probably would have just had... I think we probably would have just had 17 teams again. If the LTA nonsense wasn't such a disaster, I think this year we still would have had 17 teams. And then because there's 2 Brazilian teams that have to qualify, I actually think that's why play-ins now exists. And they've just happenstanced a reason to not have Korea and China 4th seed in play-ins, which they shouldn't be in play-ins anyway, but yeah. Chove interview where he said he's afraid to get shot in an 8? No, it's very hyperbole. Now, if you're in a place like Texas, maybe, however. No, I'm kidding. Brazilian teams are so hype, it's a shame they all suck. Bro, mechanically, they're really not that bad. But, yeah, macro-wise, they leave a little bit to be desired. Guys, I'm just going to run to the bathroom before this time runs out. And then I'll be back for game 3 draft. Na, 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 na. What's up, gents? And everybody else in between. Rafa was muted. Did you see scenarios that need to happen for MQuaid to make the roadshow? No. I just saw that they have a 0.01% chance. Which means probably that not only do results have to go their way, but the actual like game score has to go their way. Let me link it. Yes, please do. I actually want to see it. Can MQuaid still finish in the top 4 after in the LEC and qualify for Madrid? There are only currently 11 matches remaining in the LEC. We can identify 2 matches that have no impact on qualification for the top 4. KC versus Shifters and Vitality versus Shifters. Shifters on 0-6 can no longer qualify for the top 4. KC are already locked into top 4 with 7 wins. Vitality have 5 wins guaranteed to finish above MQuaid, who can only reach top 4. So we have 9 matches left and 262,144 possible outcomes. And there are now only 32 scenarios in which MQuaid could qualify to Madrid, which is a 0.0122% chance. To do this, it is necessary that Team Heretics 2-0 Giant X. Well, just fucking wrap it up there, mate. Just fucking wrap it up there. Na'Vi 2-1 Fnatic, reasonable. G2 versus GX 2-0, reasonable. Vitality 2-0 versus Fnatic, so Vitality win versus Fnatic, reasonable. Giant X win over Na'Vi 2-1 specifically, apparently. That's very reasonable. MQuaid 2-0 versus Heretics, reasonable. Giant X 2-1 versus Fnatic. Hold on. The next 2 matches ultimately had no impact. Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait. If Team Heretics can pull a miracle out of the bag, the rest of this is pretty reasonable, you know. Oi. The rest of this isn't far-fetched. But do the results have to be this? Like, yeah, but both of the Fnatic results have to be 2-1s, and that's not impossible. That's not impossible. IMO, not impossible. They have to be. Oh, yeah, I don't know then. I think if we live in a unicorn land where Team Heretics managed to win 2-0, then anything else is possible. Heretics beats Koi anyway. Guys, please. What was going on in the Premier League? Starkey, what's happened now, mate? Has more not? Oh well, Aston Villa. I know Aston Villa got pieced up 4-0. I know Aston Villa got pieced up 4-0. That was fucking mental. It's still 4-0 now. Oh my god. Yeah, City are down. Are they down 2-0? Or are they only down 1-0? They're only down 1-0. I don't think this is an unreasonable... Like, bro, Bournemouth are a good team. You lot need to respect Bournemouth. Oi, Bournemouth are a good team. They are a good team, bro. Remember, Bournemouth got us our champion, our title. Bournemouth beat City last year to give us our title, innit? Alright, here we go. Draft time, draft time, draft time. Ashmedeo into Seraphine? Yeah, I think it sounds good. Could even go a setup jungler if you want, or like a fighting jungler first before Milio. But I think you probably want to hold your cards close to your chest. But maybe he really wants Lee Sin. Maybe he really wants Lee Sin. Or Jarvan. Yeah. Jarvan's fine. Bro, you know what, Wingardi? I was kind of excited for United to maybe have a bounce back season. I don't know. I thought it was maybe going to be not bad. Oh. Yeah, no, gatekeep the fact that I don't have the cast audio on. You're welcome, actually. Good job, guys. I'm blaming you, not me, not myself. I don't play FPL. I don't play FPL Pep.
Rather immobile target, and you can easily lock down with that Cataclysm, and
Carrick will be sacked before Christmas.
With a Jhin to be paired with the Seraphine. So now AL gonna try to give Breathe the best blind pick matchup possible with this Gnar lock-in, and at least they have it protected with the Vayne ban.
Yo, but like now Milio.
Plenty of picks still.
No.
The Varus, the one that immediately comes to mind, but you have denied Narvan as a duo. You've also secured a
Oriana's up also.
Threat as well.
There hasn't been any Nautilus in this series, so AL are probably going to ban Naut. Okay, well then it should be like Victor ban and Syndra. Yeah, I like Syndra.
Themselves will look at the Varus, will look at maybe another range top, maybe the Tristana,
Unless they really want to ban out junglers from Tarzan, which, like, possible.
We just don't know.
Only time will tell here. As you called out,
Oh,
Ruben,
lock. Okay, yeah.
Orianna now protected
Annoying
with
champ.
that lock ban, so that Knight does not get dumpstered by Shanks in the early stages of.
Whole of Manchester is whipping up shit in a kettle. They actually
Couple
are, man.
things that you could try and ban away from this.
Yep, there's that
Nara as
Nort ban.
well.
Anything else I'm missing that goes really well with Ashe? I mean,
so I take that back.
they could
Well,
they
that's all I
could
got
still
for
just get rid of Milio, but I think
Top laner.
more a chance that. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's Alistar. Alistar maybe for on here. I think Alistar for on here might not be that bad.
Milio doesn't get banned by AL here. Feels like that's the really easy go-to. BLG, they
And then dare I say it?
with the Jarvan when they go in.
Hey, dare I say it? I think we could get like a Camille game here. I think we could get like a Camille game out of. If I'm BLG, I'm thinking like Ashe, Camille. I get mega insane access to backline. Bot lane matchup, like Alistar just, you know, he's not really playing the lane. Let's see. Like, you could just go Milio and just match Enchanter for Enchanter. I don't think it's horrible. I don't think they do. That's why I think they go Bruiser. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is where Flandre could put a stamp on why his value.
I don't like this
can
champ.
be
I don't like
very
this champ
much
top,
useful
but
for BLG versus Bin.
it has its
He's got a
moments.
Twisted Fate top lane in the bag.
It has its moments. I would have preferred Camille. I would have preferred Camille because then you get to hold the flex as well. And just kind of decide where it should go depending on what lands on the enemy side. Maokai. Okay, mega. Yo, Universe, thank you for the raid. Where were you guys? What were you guys up to? Welcome in, everyone. We're kosherring the LPL. If you don't know me, I'm Jamada. I used to cast on Universe once upon a time for like EU Masters and stuff. I'm assuming it was like a Game Changers thing. Was a Game Changers match on at the moment?
You have engaged tools with
Well, there's the Camille anyway.
Gnar,
But it's going support,
follow-up
I
from
guess.
Jhin. Hell, Fate Sealed can also be a primary engage tool if they're in a corridor. But I do like
Casting
the
LPL is an upgrade?
utility that- what is going
yeah.
on here? Are we returning back to Camille support?
Okay, Camille support, I guess.
You know, barring any crazy TF support swaps coming out here, which I think definitely not.
But right now we're co-streaming the LPL.
In this case,
It's 1-1. I mean, still 1-1 to Bournemouth at home.
Camille support.
If BLG wins with this, and Riot gets a whiff of this over in the gameplay design balance team department, where you're like, I thought we killed
They're
this.
all sleeping, right? They're all asleep now, surely. So that's the
It is
hope.
7:45 a.m. over in California, so
They'll have woken up, going on their
they will
morning
have woken
runs. I don't know what time they're supposed to get into the office.
Wouldn't a Bruiser plus Midio be OP for BLG? I was eyeing like a Camille top into Gnar,
could be
and
now,
then
could
like
be later.
Alistar.
Work-life balance. That's the goal right now.
I think Alistar would have been
Who knows?
really OP
It all
there.
depends on whether On pops off or not. If he does, then it will.
Because then
it
you
will
have
push the
two
narrative
really
that Riot has
easy
not done
access
enough
champs with
for
Jarvan
Camille
and
support out of,
Camille. The only issue you could run into is that like Ashe and Orianna could be kind of left alone-ish versus Yone.
Me too.
But yeah,
Slide that in under the table into the next
I think that was probably the
Thank you very much.
better pathing.
I think Camille is such a good top
Still fine.
champion for competitive. I think she's such a garbage support champion for competitive. But hey,
I remember you were
that's-
casting a lot of League.
that's
Yeah.
what
I used to cast a lot.
Sometimes that's how it
2023,
is, Rude.
2022.
As we'll see how BLG and AL close out our season.
Then the NLC issue occurred. Then Matthias Horn got his grubby little hands on my beloved region. And it's
So,
never been the same since.
once again, the AL fans were closer to the crowd mic, but I feel like there were many more BLG fans there supporting the squad on the last round of Gios here.
that's probably, you know,
I'm crying, bro. Look at this on the minimap. So Camille is staying in fog on bot
to game number 2. Not to mince words,
because
to call it how
it
is.
like she could be anywhere, and Breathe was just kind of pooping himself a bit.
BLG had won that game probably 15 minutes in and then didn't end for another 25 after that, so hopefully this one will have a little bit more volatility at the very least.
Well,
Whoa.
On is already
Okay.
linking up with Viper to try and put the pain into Hope and Kai's
Funny.
health bars.
Do you have an explanation for what what's going on at MKOI? They dropped from top 1 LEC to the last spot. I mean, I think that they just... I think their issues are all individualistic for the most part. With the exception of maybe, like, I don't see Alvaro and... Yo.
Oh my goodness. Wow,
Yo.
wow, wow. If Viper was closer, he would have been able to potentially flash
Unreal.
auto attack to finish off Hope there.
Hello?
It didn't reset, did it? Oh, okay.
Well, something
well,
did.
On is just gonna go for the immediate flash, and he falls up with the hook
My
shot.
God.
Oh my God! What nerves!
Okay.
On just smirks.
Wait, did this guy's walls reset?
The patch changes
By the way,
to his
I'm looking at the minimap.
champion,
Did he
coming out of
skip
MSI
walls?
in a split
Did
blade
Yo, did
and
Tarzan
said,
skip
"Yeah,
walls or
I'm
did they
still
reset,
here."
by the way?
Okay, well,
Oh, Lord.
On is just kind of smurfing.
I
to
don't...
be
I
completely
think
honest. Like,
if Jojo
Viper has
can
done
find a
not
better
much
roster,
credit
he will
to
leave.
very little down on this bot lane. This is one of those games where you're like, well, I don't really have to do anything. Knight could find
Oh, I
shields
think he
there,
missed his
Q goes
W.
wide, so doesn't quite find lethal.
Or was the Q,
But
maybe?
Viper doesn't have to do anything here. Viper's just
Oh,
solo winning
well.
the lane.
eh.
Oh no.
Hello, little
He's
bronze
gonna
noob.
solo win mid lane too, potentially. On gonna be taking
Ooh.
turret aggro, but he's got the movement speed boost from Knight's command.
I'm
Dissonance
crying.
that he gets out of harm's way, but that's a flash down on the Shanks.
Oh.
Oh, is he dead
Flash.
now? Uh-oh.
One more Q. Oh. You know what? Shanks pressure sponge there in the mid lane. Done quite well, I think. Absorbs the gank, and this is now giving time over to Hope to slowly rekindle a little bit of the gold.
Oh, my...
All right. Oh, the hook shot doesn't quite connect, but you know what? He doesn't need it.
Loki, I think it's better that the hook shot didn't land. I'm gonna keep it real.
Tarzan playing Maokai
I'm gonna keep it
early
real.
on.
Oh,
He's got
Hope.
great CC,
Oh,
not that much damage, and now Viper's gonna try
yalla.
to run down Hope. No flash, no cleanse. Viper, he's got lethal tempo stacked up. Not gonna be enough.
It's a horror.
I think if you wanted to send a message, you could have flash auto queued, got auto attack reset, found the kill, but
It's
he
a
wants to play the game
horror.
Smartly,
Oh.
and he, you know, catches the wave.
There's already a lot of
Guys,
things happening on our
there's a
screen
Camille.
Right now. Viper just wanted
Well,
to
Jarvan's
give us
coming
a
from
bit of
top, so it's
normalcy
gonna
here.
take a
Now
while.
Tarzan trying to fight over
Yo.
for these chicken nuggets.
Oh my God, he
On
buffered. He
deflects it
buffered.
somewhat, forced the hook shot away, and
Oh,
Tarzan
no.
gets the surprise at the end of it all, but now
no.
Shun is looking for
Shun, you have 200 HP.
tactical sweep. My goodness, how much damage did they put into this Camille W? On.
Alright, well, Shun's dead. But
Shanks finally will be able to get a second kill of the game for AL.
What's going on?
I mean, AL are playing right into the hands of BLG here. They can play standard and hopefully win out on a late game team fight. Instead, BLG,
Unbelievable.
know, okay, we've got a little bit of a crazy comp with this Camille support. We need to make the game volatile, and it's almost like AL have just completely forgotten how the first 2 weeks of this split went.
Yeah. Rude dude's right, man. Like,
BLG giving them a
it's really weird. AO are just handshaking this chaos.
on what happens when a Camille is allowed to just roam freely. I mean, remember, it's not just Camille being directly nerfed, it's Halo Blades being nerfed, it's Sundered Sky being nerfed, it's the gold
roaming, the
penalty
XP.
bounty
Yeah,
on your
like
support
everything is
quests
mega nerfed.
being nerfed until you're level 5 now versus level 3, so On is still not going to be getting that much.
Doesn't matter if you just
he's
like if your
trying
plays are
to
just successful though.
Tag what are the charges off of his support quest, and yet he's still making it work.
Which, you know, credit to On. Why?
No way did our City actually 2-1 up. Ah. Fuck's sake.
He knows he's got his jungler here as well. Neither one of these guys level 6.
Bro, because of all of the bullshit going on, Knight is only halfway to 6. Bro, you would almost be a quarter of the way to 7 by now.
A lot of maneuvering by these junglers in this mid lane. It's felt quite
Normally.
volatile, and I think that is again to BLG's credit.
Oh god, it's a fist fight over. Yep, Gromp fight. Oh no, actually we're gonna murder mid.
But if you can't get there, BLG will be more than happy with that.
At least Tarzan's got saplings to be able to scout things for himself.
Wait.
Really has adapted to this
Hope
W
is
change,
Hope is
with it all
dead.
the time. Hope might be in trouble, cleansing the slow, and that is not gonna do nothing for you. BLG.
Oh, Ash Hour, Ash Hour. Oh no, it's miss. Wait, maybe what if it hits Gnar? Wait, what if it hits Gnar? What if it hits the Gnar? Oh. Okay. Can I read Spanish? A little bit. I wouldn't say, definitely not fluently. A by stream title?
Just not enough damage from the Panda crew.
What is a by stream title?
That'll be it.
I don't know if I follow it by.
But again, across the board, Rafa, these guys, they want to throw
Vitality
some hands,
depende de que sea 2-1 o 2-0 contra Fnatic y esto es 2-0, 2-1, 2-0, 2-1, 2-0, 2-1. Una polla que nos han hecho hoja de ruta. Calma, que está en el guión. ¡Ay!
Una foto. Voy a poner un tic cada
¿Qué vamos a decir cuando ya hayamos ganado el primer partido?
Nada, que ya está,
Estamos en la mierda y unidos.
Igualmente nosotros estaremos por
What's
el
this?
día
This
por
is
el-
like,
¿Qué vas a decir? O sea, el tema
oh, we're sunken and deep in the shit. Yeah, I was gonna say like we're stuck in the shit is what I felt like I read.
Votamos, que es evidente.
That's funny.
Doesn't
I haven't
necessarily
seen
mean
Shanks
it
play
actually-
Xavier on stage, and that means that it's
Nah,
not
fair
as
play.
close as we could get.
We must go further.
Alrighty. With Viper, though, I want to quickly call this out. He didn't really get too much out of the bot lane because On was, well, has now really left, like, is still level 3. Hasn't particularly returned to the bot lane to get XP for a while. But, as I see the arrow get dodged away from, well played there by Shanks. We're looking for a fight on the top side. Ghost popped immediately by Flandre. And Destiny
He
as
also
well.
uses the Destiny so that he could scout out that there was a Tarzan en route. to
Super,
top
you
lane.
see my goat.
And
Super,
being here,
super,
credit here for his
super.
work on finding the solo kill versus Hope. Up 25 CS, has a plating for himself as well. I know that he was given some resources, but being
Yeah,
able
that brother
to use
stinks.
those
Oh.
resources is really, really impressive.
Wow.
Ooh, the shockwave just a hair too late. Shanks is able to flash that, and now On might pay the price here unless Knight.
Whoa, there's a whoa! Oh!
Auto attack, the wind up passive. Can't disrespect. that.
Hey! On!
And
Okay, he's
On
alive.
Still doesn't even go down despite all of the chaos he has caused in the mid.
Wow.
I do think if Shanks actually used his ulti to be aggressive, he might have been okay. I guess when you know that Knight and On both still have flash, it is definitely sealing your fate, but I guess the answer there
Nick
is
it, Joe, and
Kyle
Chip.
doesn't
Oh, God.
just get
Oh
solo killed
my
in the
God,
mid.
Kyle.
Clockwork wind up, gets summoner healed from. What the heck? Have I ever sounded more British than I did just then? I don't think so.
Just
Oh, Flandre doesn't have
death
lethal
away
tempo, he has
from a bloody
fleet.
hell being ripped on broadcast from Rude here.
And I can promise
We do
you
have
that.
yeah, we do have a dragon to play for, but
By the way, On
none of
is
the squads
still
have really
level
had
4,
time to
and we're
look
10
at
minutes into the game,
this
and
class
Kyle is about to be
break
level
as the real
6.
objective. The objectives have
This is
just
really
each
not
other.
that ideal, I don't think.
Rest assured,
I think
friend,
he's
I am not
over-roamed.
that big-nosed gorilla.
I think he's
That's where
over-roamed.
we could have phrased it here.
But like the mid lane map stay is so good
Fighting
because of it.
individuals
Oh,
fighting one another, though.
Flandre is dead.
Yoink, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
don't know how that happens.
Flandre
And
now
there was a
have
massive wave on the
offside.
tower. And
My
Lens comes
goodness.
through.
Hope
okay, they can't
still will
quite
be
kill
able
him.
to
Not enough
survive
damage
it
for
all.
that.
The Ignite
W
comes
into
through,
ult.
damages him a bit, and now
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
his
On
turn
can
to
die.
come back. Curtain call.
Oh.
Bullets are flying.
Oh
Can
my
the fourth
god,
one
just
find its
path
mark
up,
here?
path.
Double beat drop does not land, so On is able to space it out, and that is 0 for 4 on bullets finding their target here. And Shun is just gonna look for a
Honest to God,
quick
whack
race
Elk
here.
in AL right now, please.
Yeah, for me.
Did Weibo
these
crash out?
bullets
Wait,
are reminiscent
just
of how the
I
game's
don't
gonna
know.
go.
I don't know. I'm just
That's not
I get
looking
angry
great
watching
for
this guy.
Aeon's Legend. This, however, probably the best it could look, and is again kind of adding to this picture that Breathe has got the better of Flandre through this series thus far.
Yeah. If we were to do all pro votes and just include Flandre's performance versus Breathe, we definitely would have Breathe higher up at the end of the table season rankings here over Flandre.
City actually came back. We know the news was delivered to
As
us.
it is. I don't think there are too many top laners that are challenging Zway.
Yo, that's a red card.
Flandre locks in that red card, gives Tarzan what for.
Well, still had to flash.
Like that combo. Obviously, you don't see Orianna and Twisted Fate in the same game, at least on the same team together that often. Hope taking some damage there, but just giving Twisted Fate the extra movement speed boost, and then from him.
Yeah. Like you can't fault BLG for dropping Elk for Viper, right? But genuinely, Elk deserves to be on a team that's challenging. Like he was on BLG the entire time. BLG were a world's contender from 23 all the way up until obviously this year. Wow, movement. JDG Elk. I know people haven't really been rating Gala this year, which I don't blame them for. I think he's had a very turbulent year. At least the back half of the year has been very turbulent.
Some of the damage from Knight, but just the second that he comes back into the lane, you can see under pressure from the off.
Yeah. I mean, Brother's trying to sustain from Fleet, Vamp, and Resolve secondary runes, and Dorn Shield. And that's not enough with how much pressure Knight has been able to put down. So that paints quite a vivid picture for you in the mid lane.
And you know what? I am happy about this. There was a time where Yone would just sit versus, you know,
Asher straight down the middle.
And be fine.
But now,
Here, but he does have to go back.
Ooh, Kyle responding
oh my god, he can't.
of his own, matching that of On's, but the shockwave still clips him and ensures that it is a 1-for-1
Armageddon.
trade, but for BLG, they will have
Armageddon.
the sacrifices of Camille.
That was actually really cool. I can't lie, that looked really cool.
Alrighty, big move from BLG.
The Camille E flashed, or yeah, like the Camille E flashed. Kyle R flashed to make sure he was in the same position to hit On. Then On drops tower aggro with R. Then Shun tanks aggro. On still takes enough damage to die because he'll chain CC the entire time. That was mental. That was mental, bro.
Carries for ALR down on the bot side. We've got plated steel caps and a serrated Dirk versus Berserker Boots and a Kraken Slayer and a lot of shivs alongside it. So Viper is feeling really good. Knight is equally feeling very good as well versus what is, again, components for Shanks, but nothing like a competitive Yone strength.
Oh my goodness, Shanks is
Enjoy, bro.
beat down from both the mid laner and the bot laner now of BLG as we have shifted the Orianna into the bot side of the map. Should be able to enable a full court press from mid and bot just in time for the second dragon spawn in 1 minute and 30 seconds here. And when you called for coaches being able to give their team a early game draft, and this time you will smash with it, well, so far BLG are living up to the task.
Huh. I don't know. I think this game is just going to be slow stroke to death. I mean, it's still like one fight away from being either teams, despite the 4K gold deficit, but
feels like BLG are on the right track. It's not like their composition scales poorly.
do you think that LPL is one of the reasons I Will Dominate chose to cast instead of continuing to co-stream? What do you mean by that? When you say the LPL, like what, like the state of the LPL, or what?
Well, it's a good flash, but is it one that you really wanted to give up to prevent Knight from getting another solo? Or it might be his first solo kill, to be fair, but probably not something you wanted to give up.
Because I think from everything that Dom indicated, it seemed like he just wanted to compete, bro.
Might not matter though. Oh, the blast cone actually punts Shun out of the encore, and he's able to reposition.
Oh my, that's a lot of damage.
Says, see you later, but Shanks already having TP'd in, catches him with a Fate Sealed, and now Shun, all he can do is just try and see if he can get a 1-for-1, and not gonna get it.
Alright, Hope finds a kill. In the top lane, we did see that Flandre found a solo kill on to Breeze.
Because I don't think that's the case. Yeah, I don't think that's the case either. I think he... Wait, what?
Being used either, so, you know, maybe
wait, was that just a raw solo kill?
Probably just Flandre getting a little bit of a bush bait and catching out. Now a TP down to this bot side. BLG want to try and take this dragon.
BLG are going to fight it. I mean, there's no shockwave. There's Ash Arrow. Ash Arrow swings wide. Not ideal. Oh, wait. Shanks is a bit one hit. Oh, burnt to death. Why did they fight this? Oh! Great interrupt by Tarzan. Huh. Well, my bad for trying to make a joke, guys. Yo, terrible joke.
From AL here. Flandre is going to find hope here. Cleanse, why have you done that hope? That is
Ay,
completely
ay,
useless.
ay, ay.
But it is
Point of
going
coaching
to
money, the
give
point of C9
AL
was
a
self-fulfillment.
couple of kills. They
Yep.
also found
I
that
don't think it's
dragon,
deeper than
and
that
they got
either.
shut down on tonight. Now, it did go to Tarzan.
And I can
who
tell you guys right now, the
was
point of
found
Biko
on
streaming
the
is
league
definitely not money.
like
Sorry,
to do
had to be.
anything with it.
See, now that's a joke.
Okay, well,
Oh,
no
this is how
ulti
on.
from the Ashe, but I think that this Camille ulti is more than enough.
It was not a true 1-for-1. It was a interference from On's Camille. And now Shun alongside On is running even more interference. Kyle.
Yep, exclamation mark prime.
Reeve able to escort him back to safety alongside Shanks. Now Tarzan could be the sacrificial lamb here. And that
Exclamation
tree is
mark
cut
prime.
down to
Did you
size
guys
back
know you
into
can support me for
Minecraft
free?
block, and BLG
You have Amazon
might have
Prime. You
enough
get a
time
free
to push
Twitch
in through the
subscription
sequel.
every month.
Yeah,
Easy
as
support,
far as
zero
these
extra
go,
cost.
BLG were walking
Or
out
just
forest,
one
and then
evil
Tarzan
copy
kinda
paste.
whacked
I will
them
never,
with the
I will
branch
never.
as they were leaving. A twisted advance,
Nah, bad.
quite ill-advised, I think, and definitely signed his own death sentence. But as it is, finds himself
Just
now,
terrible.
with a second death on the board. And BLG back to winning ways. That little blip from the dragon fight seems like it's not really cost them all that much. As yes, Tarzan finds a small lead for himself, but that's about it. Breathe.
Well, he's gonna find the Mega Gnar on tonight into the wall, but this Ashe arrow.
Oh!
Yes, it is!
Oh,
Viper!
no!
Oh man,
Oh my god!
Ash Arrow.
Hey, you know, if you wanna
from
vote
downtown.
for your All Pros and maybe even your MVPs, Viper for me has been incredible. Pretty much this entire split has added so
If you're
many
broke,
layers to
just say
BLG's
so.
composition through the early stages of this split.
Yep.
And now, I mean, I know this is just a blip on the radar, like a flash in the pan for BLG, but that arrow, again, signifies just the greatness that this player does have.
There's a reason why.
It's a 3 from the half court.
About who
Sorry.
was the most important person to BLG's success this regular season, at least for Split 3. It wasn't just immediately Knight. There had to be some thought into it. Viper has had some stellar performances throughout the regular season. He was one of the bot lanes that adapted extremely well to the mage meta, probably the best one apart from Jackie Love. And even as we return to Marksman, he's still been stellar.
Yeah, I mean, I might even argue he adapted better than Jackie Love. I know Jackie Love had the Zerath, but I feel like very few marksmen have been looking to put down in their bot lanes. But
Poor Vladimir.
as AL, yeah, just look for a Hail Mary down bot lane. Don't find
Are we using our money
BLG
to bet on Spurs getting relegated? I don't
Again,
gamble.
another game that feels like it's been not necessarily
Funnily
forced
enough.
by AL's hands, but has slowly slipped away after a series of solid early game plays. I want to see. So Arrow gets
I do not
fired
gamble.
about now. So when the Gnar comes through, that's when the
For all those support nerfs, he's like one level behind with that huge impact early. I know.
Knight just
But it is because the plays worked. Like if the
Again,
plays
brings
didn't work,
one more
he'd be
auto-attack
like
into solo
completely
for
boned,
it,
right?
but Not to be found.
Ugh.
If no one got Knight,
Put your money
I
on
know
Chelsea
Viper
winning the league
got
this
Knight.
season. Trust. Fano.
My goodness.
I think for these two teams here, we highlighted this at the top of the show, that this was a series between our top two. And going into this, we were hoping for some quite close, quite back and forth games. Honestly, Mark, I'm left feeling underwhelmed by this, as all three of the games really have felt decided. You know, in game
You
number
let
one
Don
and
Jake
two,
on the coach room. I think that counts as
just
gambling.
feel better, and when that scaling happened, well,
I
that
can't.
team won. This time out, though, in game number 3,
Yeah, I can't fault you for thinking that.
BLG have, locked in this Camille support, which to give credit to On has been attempted to be nuked from the meta. But On says, no, it's still good here, and I will play it. Does so, and comes out absolutely swinging in the early stages of this game. Currently still 8 out of 11 kills for his team. Higher than a Jarvan if you have kill participation, higher than a Jarvan, you know you're doing something right. That Champ Prince KP for no reason. And On this Camille has really leveled up BLG in how convincing they look in this game. Like, AL have never had a sniff this match at all.
Listen, On was a better jungler than Shun was in this game.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Yep. Truth.
Advocate
Truth
for
nuke.
support MVPs.
Truth nuke.
Yes. This is for me.
Have you seen Jake argue with chat for like 2 hours last night?
If it's not on,
He did
then it
what
has to be
last night?
Viper. Otherwise, something has gone terribly wrong.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I knew Jake was in a bad mood when I actually managed to
BLG
rage bait him the
gonna
way
be
I did
sieging on this
yesterday.
tier 2 of
Oh my god. When I got him yesterday the way that I did, I knew he was in a bad mood.
And I'm not sure if it's gonna get any value, unfortunately.
It is going to get value. BLG are going to get about 50 gold from it, and it's going to be lovely.
True.
But I mean, what are BLG waiting for? We've got 21 minutes on the clock.
Bro, when he tweaked when I told him I was letting him go.
They've done all of the hard work here. They're trying to do all of it without the Baron. So if they can take tier 2, they're diving.
He went 0-11 on Victor and argued with his top for like 2 hours. No way. No, at least he's on now. Pretty sure.
Looks more like a gunman, and Shun with a beautiful flag and drag flash finds the knock up onto Shanks. Viper
Oh,
sidestepping
wow! Wow, Viper movement! Oh my god!
A monster, and he cannot be stopped unless Kyle can get into the.
Oh my god! Yo, check his PC now.
Will give his life to trade one back onto Hope, and boy, oh boy, it has not been a good Jin performance from the
yo,
AD carry.
yo. That movement was
fight was going
fucking
so well for Hope. Like he did everything right, was playing nicely, got a good set of Jin shots down,
Go back.
and then he faced
Go back. Now.
I mean, really big blunder here, but On goes really aggressive. I like from Tarzan that he's immediately on top of the Orianna Knight.
Bro, fuck all that. I don't care about all this. Initial engage is what it is. Great flash. Now look this movement. Look this movement. Does he get hit by any? He gets hit maybe by the like Q AoE? One auto, dodge W, dodge the second Q.
He doesn't protect his marksman.
Bro.
Steps forward here. He knows he can get the fourth shot and then.
Oh, Viper, we're so back.
But then this face check is.
No. Hope you are.
Walking into a Jarvan like that. Yeah, that's never going to end well.
I've genuinely seen enough Elk to BLG. Elk to AL, please.
On how well Viper just astro glided in that fight. That was some clean movement. And once again, if you are considering who you want to submit for your All-Pro ballots, make sure to use the ! Discord chat code so that you can pull up the ballot and submit your votes. And I know that Viper is definitely going to be in there for my All-Pro.
We'd like to see what your votes are looking like too. 24 minutes into this game here, Arthur. Still waiting for BLG to...
This Hope guy doesn't not have it, man.
Take that Baron, close out this game. I think that when Tarzan shows bot lane, that'll be the window.
Flandra has forced... Wow. Flandra forced the hand of Breathe to flash away, and he's able to not only port out with the Destiny on the bot side, and then TP immediately to the top side and say, thank you for showing yourself on the bot side of the map, Tarzan. We will take this Baron for free now.
Alrighty. I mean, that is as good as it gets, to be honest with you, for BLG. Knew that when BLG headed towards the Baron, it was going to be a difficult thing to contest. Obviously, as Maokai, it's possible to try and get some of those looks in using the saplings, but there's a TP now behind Breathe, and I think Tarzan, he probably knows that his top lane is dead. Oh, no,
well, the arrow goes wide, and that should spell something's up. The sombrero flash! I love it!
You know, there was a window where Knight kind of thought, what if he outplays me? He's removed that from contention. That is not a possibility.
Oh, man.
Pretty effective. This Gnar with just the magic resistive Merc Treads, not quite enough to hold up to a 3-item Orianna.
That's one way to mog your opponent in real time. Just use your flash for style points. And,
bro, he had the disgusting game versus them twice, bro. Like, solo lost versus T1 twice. Pooped his pants twice.
He's going to change his Dark Seal into
honestly, I'm trying to think. Say what you want about Elk. Did he have a bad series versus T1? Like, individually. Like, I feel like BLG shit the bed collectively, but, like, has it ever been Elk's fault? Like, was it ever Elk's fault, actually, now that I think about it? Like, I'm being so serious. I'm not trying to do revisionism. I actually want, like, people to sit here and think for a second. Because Because off the top of my head,
obviously not holding too many reservations.
I actually can't think of a series or individual moment
If AL though can capitalize,
where it's just complete like Elk solo loss.
Take down the Orianna. We have seen that they have got some glimpses of CC chaining between the Gnar and the Seraphine. They have got a good amount of lockdown. It's just about finding it onto the right targets. If they, again, BLG find themselves with 3 carries here. So you have to catch all 3 of them to make it a worthwhile fight.
Smite, Jackie Love, and TN. Zuan, Tarzan, Cream, Elk, support.
Making their way to the inhibitor tower. Shanks able to sidestep the Ash Arrow using the bound. And Tarzan is trying to prep
I see what you're doing.
a flank angle with the Nature's Grasp.
I see it. He's cooking.
The rest of BLG are going to make their swift exit unless they can catch out Knight. He uses the rocket belt to escape the range of the curtain call. Shanks cannot catch
He was
up
bad at
in
finals.
time
His Zig
to
lost
look for
the
a
game by dying.
Yeah, you would think maybe Flash ulti could come through, but then if you chase
24?
can your team actually follow up, and do you just get one shot by the Orianna? All of these things have to be considered, and Shanks did so, managed to escape, and or rather, Knight was managing to escape. Shanks didn't.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, BLG used that Baron relatively effectively. They didn't break open the base.
It was one moment. It was top tier 2, wasn't it, or 3?
Again, I think they probably could have done. I'm sensing a lot.
I'm just gonna be honest, bro. Like
on this BLG
that,
team. And we can start to see. I think
that game felt fake.
Hold on. Put the ball on.
That was. I remember watching that live and thinking to myself, "Wow, BLG are about to win." And then Faker did the Rakan play on Silas on mid, and I just sat there mouth agape, and I knew in that moment that T1 were gonna win back to back.
When you go into Hextech Ultimatum, does the ball disappear?
There was just something so surreal about watching that happen live.
I would imagine not.
You blame Elkanon for that game?
Because you were briefly on target
Wasn't it?
when that happens. But
yeah, but that doesn't.
Wasn't it Knight that got caught on that mid wave?
Oh, hello.
Oh.
okay, well.
Who got caught on that mid wave?
Out of Flandra and
By the sides play. Was it Elk?
Actually,
shit, maybe it was Elk.
Fancy this 1-for-1. I think he does. Does he pour it back in? Yes,
Oh, he
sir.
did.
Put me
Wow.
Back in the ring with him, but Tarzan is eliminating Flandra from the 1-for-1 successfully. As Shun tried to escape. Snagged by Breathe with the Mega Gnar ult, but he tries to flash away. G is going to be expended here on caught out on the wrong side of the tracks, and Knight and Viper might be forced to run away from this one. Shockwave only clipping onto Tarzan. Decent damage, but not enough to stop him on his assault.
I see what we're
here.
doing.
Knight and Viper on the wrong side of the jungle, but they should be able to make it out with enough time.
Second consecutive large-scale fight that anyone's legend have kind of come out on top of there. Tarzan doing very nicely to save his mid laner. Flashes in and gets the twisted advance. Bramble smash to cause some sort of CC, and now anyone's legend barreling it down mid lane. Got a lot of plates to try to get through. Fortunately, they've got a lot of members.
I will not comment on what's happening on the screen, guys. Just let it happen.
Hope has now been able to pick up
Tame Impala, let it happen.
Yes, it's still a Youmuu's for a little bit of safety, but there is a bit of damage now coming into this Jin's build. They don't manage to get the tier 1 turret. They don't manage to particularly push back all that much here, and with 90 seconds left on the Dragon Soul for BLG, anyone's legend and their plans are definitely well documented. This is the fight down on the bot side. Flandra, really good heads-up play to take this 1 versus 1, but unfortunately, they did not, well, I say did not account for. Had Destiny, just thought he could kill the TF in time. And then Breathe here, well-timed ulti, stops the flag and drag from getting away. And we were a little bit worried here, I think, to begin with. Hope was reloading, Shun didn't get forced to GA. Maybe Viper was going to have a little bit of a gliding moment. But he does cleanse out of the Maokai ulti.
Unfortunately, AL Manager has a crush on Hope, so it ain't happening. I don't want to say things that are speculative and could be taken in a poor way, but
on the one hand, Tarzan ruined the sanctity of the 1v1, but on the other hand, AL are down 9k gold.
Yeah, it wasn't a fair 1v1.
It was never going to be a fair fight. You will do anything and take all costs necessary to claw yourself back into a winning game state.
I think from here, you know, BLG, I would hope that they've recognized the error in their ways, and one swift 5 versus 5 should secure them a win here. The problem is that they don't really have that much setup. Their playing with a Camille. So level 10 on here. Definitely going to struggle to find a way in without getting immediately blown up.
Okay, wow. I mean, that actually
Arrow
gets Mikhail's out.
exchanged for what I imagine was a Mikhail's Crucible from Kyle. Breathe about to go Mega, but already at 50% HP. Trying to bait.
Surely not.
This whole time.
Surely not.
He's just going to lose the whole window of this Mega Knight. It's going to have to be the most snappy engage, really, that you've ever seen.
Looks like anyone's Legend are just going to take their chances of fighting a 4-on-5 for now, so that Breathe can pick up this entire wave that is crashing into the top side turret. This is on BLG.
But as he clears this top wave, though, he's going to start getting Mega again in 2, 1, around now.
So now, here we go.
No? Yeah. He's TPing now.
He's in finally. Honor's repositioned with the portal.
He's going to be too late, unless Tarzan can get a Q Smite flash in there.
Oh! 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 It's over. There you go.
BLG will run them further beyond
Bombo clap.
back into the shadows from where they came from. Shanks on one last Hail Mary stand ends up being smited where he once stood. And BLG
Holy
will
moly.
be able to finally put to rest the conversation of who is the better squad. Is it the Pandas? Is it Top Esports? Is it Billy Gaming? Well, we all know the answer to that. Who emerged at the end of the regular season as the #1 team going into the playoffs.
A 5-man push to close out this series. Anyone's Legend, their bot lane still standing. They will try to hold the line.
Oh my god, guys.
Really nice encore flash from
Hey.
Miguel.
Hey!
Enough to actually
Hey!
get this game out.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Hold on.
Hey!
Has a fight left in them. Triple kill comes out from Hope.
The cannon minion stopped him from taking the portal, and then he destinied out anyway. Oh my god,
There is a
bro.
window to force the Baron when Tarzan is up and Shun isn't.
And that's exactly what they're going to do, Raph.
Duh.
Overplayed their hand. Yes, they got the Hextech Soul, but they didn't end the game. Now that Spectre's turret is going to respawn as well. Anyone's Legend are going to have 3 minutes to at the very least stall.
Speed!
In that time frame, there's an opportunity that we could see
Nah,
a great
nah, I
look
refuse.
at an Elder.
I actually refuse.
Anyone's
I actually
Legend
refuse.
here, they are not done just yet.
Bro, no, I reject. I reject.
Boy, do they
I
look
reject this. I reject this outcome. I reject it.
Anyone's Legend gonna have to do
No, 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 no.
than just a base defense and
No, 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 no.
This has got to be
Does this game really matter? No, but it's just funny, isn't it?
Comeback that needs to be executed without BLG giving over a very
It's just very, very funny.
I mean, that's the first.
That's the best part. This is already like, this is just first versus second, best of 3 for fun.
For how far behind AL are. Looking for On.
That's why BLG are taking the piss.
Ultimate whiffs on the On, was trying to look for the quick scoop, but finds no dice. Now Shun is
Oh, hello,
attacking from
Shun.
the right side, ready to cut them off. Flaunter
Destiny
with
Gate, where are we going? Top middle left, top middle left, right above Hope.
And AL are panicking. The GA from
Oh, we're
Shun
going on
will allow
Tarzan.
him to dive in boldly. Flaunter assisting with the gold card.
Shockwave
hits
misses.
no one, though.
Oh
Rest of
my
Anyone's
god.
Legend are keeping their distance. They're
Guys.
keeping their health bars up. They stay alive. They burn multiple tools from the side of BLG.
And in this late game, Raph, for the power of a Seraphine is not to be undersold. Is 3 items with the Moonstone, so is doing a lot of healing when that Diadem gets picked up as well. This is going to be quite a terrifying support to play into. If you don't land that one shot, that's a big problem. Obviously, Knight very much geared toward landing such a spell, being able to shockwave into one-tapping somebody, but...
Wow. Even the saplings are kind of dealing damage now.
Tarzan does decent damage. Hope. What's that? 85% crit chance now on the Jhin. A little bit more because you always crit on 4th shot. So actually, I mean, BLG, yes, they're 7k gold to the good. Yes, they've got so much damage. But I feel like Camille at this stage in the game falls into not quite to the same
No
extent,
PI
which
for
is
Sarah.
like territory.
We'll probably finish
Whereas
Diadem if
whoever
she
go
gets the
in,
gold.
You just get blown up. And that means that you're playing these fights out kind of in a 4 versus 5.
At that point, you might as well, right? You have the full stack tier.
Tension now for BLG, I think.
BLG have run into, unfortunately, the
This is starting to remind me of SKM Koi. We will not be VoD reviewing SKM Koi. I'll VoD review SKM Koi if somebody gifts 20. How about that? That's unironically, that's how high my price is. I will refuse to put that game on my screen. Unless somebody has however much money, because that sounds like a lot of money. That's like £100 almost. If someone wants to give me that much money, I'll do it. But that's just pain for the sake of pain.
Yes, Shanks is 3k gold down. Breathe is 3k gold down. But they still do damage. They still have to be respected in these corridors and these chokeholds. So
fuck, that's tempting. No, it shouldn't be tempting. That should not be a tempting. That should not be a tempting. No. That should not be tempting.
We've already seen one big shockwave from Knight. We've equally seen a big whiff from him as well. But if that shockwave lands, that's the best way for them to probably just outright.
Plus, to be honest, I don't want to delay the T1 HLE review.
Now at the stage, Knight is fulfilled. Viper gracious enough that, Riot granted
because I have LCS to co-stream in later, so I would like to take a little break. I don't want to stream all the way around to LCS.
The not too distant future, but he's still got a good amount of gold left to go before he gets there.
We aren't whacking LEC on? I don't have LEC co-stream rights, bro.
The straight line wombo combo.
Do LCS matches matter today? Yes, bro. FlyQuest play for their life. We could have had the actual like most banter timeline possible, where FlyQuest have to play versus Dignitas for their life. But apparently, mathematically, there's a way that Dig can get into top 6 on one win. I just don't know how it happens. I guess they have to win, and then Disguise they're playing Sentinels, so Sentinels have to win.
They have waited out the entirety of the 5-minute duration in between dragons. On's Edge of Night will be procced by a stray sapling. The Elder Dragon has arrived to some.
Oh, I'm doing the math wrong. They have two more series both, but yeah, it's just a bit weird.
AL establish a little bit here of
yeah. No. Like these matches actually have really big playoffs implications. Oh! He's one shot.
Contention for the side of anyone's legend. No 50-50s will come from this flip, but anyone's legend are still pressed to look for the fight anyway. You're absolutely right, Rude. Shun is going to heal up off of a camp, and they will play the stalling game. It's 43 seconds before Tarzan respawns on Summoner's Rift.
AL can't afford to give this up. They have to keep trying to keep BLG interested and make sure that this Elder is never taken low enough. They still have some big tools available. But the issue is that the longer this goes, the more likely those big cooldowns.
Tarzan's already back up in 20 seconds.
All
right, here we go.
This is your last stand.
It's so OP, Hexol. Hope has to cleanse. No, it's over. Shanks just got one shot by Viper.
Tries to go in, stopped immediately in his tracks. Meganar only onto one. Shun gets the GA back up. He's totally fine as he dashes back into the dragon. The rest of BLG
goodbye, Seraphy.
To eliminate any last hope from the side of anyone's legend. Elder Dragon.
Let's see the movement on.
And it's now just the stray marksman left on the board for BLG to clean up. A shockwave will be overkill at this
Hope
point.
had flash, by the way.
Now it is only
just want to let you. I don't. It doesn't matter, probably not. But I just want to make everyone aware that Hope did have flash there. I just
BLG don't do a silly at this late stage.
Just an FYI, of course.
The carry stormed down mid lane, and BLG look just as good.
Oh.
Tarzan, when one last effort will be denied, a miracle.
Well,
BLG will win the
that
final
was a
regular
series.
season series.
That was a series for sure. Okay, I am gonna run, guys, 3 minutes of ads. I know it's lengthy, but it will be the final ads of the stream, and then we'll do T1 HLE review, and then I'm gonna go take a break into LCS later. Sound good? No, it's not farming us. The ads are gonna run in 11 minutes and 40 seconds. So if I run 3 minutes now, then there's no ads for an hour and 8 minutes. And in that time, I can do HLE versus T1. It's that simple. Maths. Do I prefer Bin over Flandre? No. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. I do not. T1 versus HLE. Let's see the drafts. T1 versus HLE. Yeah, Flandre was fine.
Let's, ladies and gentlemen, get into pick and ban here for this game number 1. I think this is wow.
You know what? YouTube chatters. Normally, I would end the stream to keep the VOD clean. I'm gonna let you guys stay. I am gonna let you guys stay. I do need to edit the title though. We need music on? Yeah, don't worry. I've got it. I need a thumbnail. I don't think I have a T1 HLE thumb anywhere. That's a telecom war. That's LPL. Sorry, gents. Well, I'll just leave the... Yeah, I don't have a thumbnail to change to on YouTube. Oh well. Our glorious leader is feeling kind today. I am. I well and truly am. But yeah, thank you LPL guys. Much love regardless. Right. Let's see how this goes, shall we? Thank you everyone who was here for the LPL co-stream. I really appreciate it. T1 vs HLE VoD Review is now happening. So this is the draft order. Zin last, Karma Ezreal into Cassio. Yeah, I have no inherent issues with this draft. I think it's maybe a bit hard to play early. And then I think that it not really having like a good place to play around early makes the mid-game hard as well. That's actually my issue here. Like, I think in isolation, these lanes are fine. But Zin is really going to struggle if he can't play around bot. And Lee can match bot. And then there's enough setup and CC that HLE don't really lose the 3v3 bot either. Ooh. I mean, I don't think it's a horror draft, but I think Cassio getting the Orianna lane on 3 here is where I have the issue. I think Orianna takes so long to be a champ sometimes that a setup like this is just difficult to stare at. Okay, Kanavi is doing 3 camps, and then he's doing what? Some kind of invade? Gank. Yeah, I mean, obviously it does set him behind in tempo, but... Oh, I just realized, is the League audio on? No, it's off. Okay, thank God. Oh, no, you know it's bad when Doran is no longer Zeus's father. Oh. Oh. Bro, crazy. He didn't dodge it. If he dodges the Q3, then he lives. Good gank. Good punish. But again, like, what's fucked up? Guys, the owner can either only play around top realistically, or maybe kind of bot, but not really. Because if there's no mid prio, then it's just shagged. Okay, Faker is already down 15 CS. Okay, okay, we have to, no, we have to stare at the mid lane. We have to stare at the mid lane for a second. The matchup can't be that bad on the first couple, like, the first 5 minutes of waves, is it that bad? Like, I can buy it if he just ends up hitting every single Q. And I do think, obviously, you're supposed to give space. I think the level 1 trade, I think Faker and level 1 trade extend the way he did was not ideal. This Q's gonna hit him. Yeah. You could just see it by the, I don't know, there was just something about how he wasn't willing to give up space. Just walking up it, I think you have to just walk. Like, he's trying to get an XP range, because I think he's worrying about this minion dying. I mean, it's also just a perfect Q. Like, I actually don't think Faker can dodge it. I mean, you just have to take the L there, I think. Was that for one range creep of XP? Is this minion dying? Realistically, no, right? I guess it's somewhat hard to tell. But he just lost... How much HP was that? With the pot ticking, 300 almost? Yeah. Is it worth it to go heal in this matchup or something? Nah, I don't think so. Doesn't Q that minion to try and get... Does level 1 Q not kill that? Say Walla it doesn't. Oh, I guess it doesn't, barely. And that's all you really want to do in this matchup. You never... You just don't really want to be in QE range. Oh. Bro, he's getting manhandled. Was Victor open this game? Yeah, I think so. It's not supposed to be disfavored, but I think since the nerfs to Orianna this year and the Cassio buffs and DFT being introduced, I do think it's Cassio favored. So, just for clarity, my understanding of this matchup historically is that it is a skill matchup, Orianna favored, but not by a significant amount. We're talking like a 55-45 Orianna skill matchup. Which, of course, you know... And also, there's no phase rush anymore. Yeah, that's also a good point. And so, I think with the changes this year, this is now swayed actually to the opposite side. I think this is a Cassio-favored matchup, 55-45. But I don't think it means by 5 minutes we should be down 15 CS. And I just wanted to effectively assess... Bro, he's just... I hate to say it. Faker's just CSing like a silver player, bro. Like, he just is this game. Do not let the T1 fans hear that. Well, like, bro. He is. Is he going to take the L on this wave? No, he can't take the L on this wave either. Bro, he's jailed! He's completely jailed! Oh my god. And now Cassio will get Prio on this wave, though he won't miss as much, Faker. And then this is Drake wave, even though bot state looks the way it does. Yeah. And now the lane is just over because Cassio is Catalyst. But at least now at level 7 you can kind of just no interaction clear the wave a bit. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, he's just getting hit by it. Like, he is genuinely just getting hit by every Q. Like, it's not even an exaggeration. Like, he's been hit by more Qs than he's dodged. Or that Zeka has missed. I'm not sure what the broadcast showed, but, like, it's not good. Oh, wow. Okay. What even is a good matchup to Cassio? Victor is good, Xerath is good, Syndra is good. Those are the main three, I'd say. Don't think you can play Cassio anymore. Sorry, Azir anymore. But like honestly, I think the new PTA Azir might be a legend for it. I'm not fully sure, to be honest with you though. I haven't seen enough Azir since its like alleged return. Broadcast will focus on bot? Oh, okay. I actually don't know. It's pretty commendable that Guma and Delay are only down 6 CS. Okay, Silva is obviously like hyperbole. It's more accurately like a low master player, but it wasn't great, bro. Like he shouldn't have been down the amount of CS he was at 5 minutes. Like the lane is not that bad. Or like it should on average not go that bad. I have to be very particular with the words I use. Ooh. Wow. Ooh, bad Q. Is that going to be the difference between him dying as well? Maybe not. Doesn't matter though. Why watching the 4th weakest region when you could be watching Top Dogs, MKOI versus SK? No, I don't think I will. Wow, was that a perfect barrier? How much does barrier do? Wow, pretty fucking much. Jeez. Weird thing is, Faker's laning looked better compared to the past years. No. I think that Faker's laning looked good in winter. And otherwise, for the last year and a half at least, his laning has been very poor. But in winter of this year, his laning was incredible. Like it was low-key giving me like, yo, is he back vibes? As far as like laning is concerned. No, but it's like, how often does Faker's laning actually look objectively good? Good. Like, not beatable by anyone other than Chovy good. Yeah, that guy can move. Spring 24? Yeah, like, it's been a fucking minute. It's been a fucking minute, man. Like, yo, I get it. Like, inside, all of us, we all love Faker, but we are allowed to criticize the players that we watch, by the way. Like, we don't have to be defensive just because of name brand. Like, it's cool. We're saying this now, but in a year's time, Faker could be back to genuinely just, like, no contest best mid in form. Like, it does. These things can happen. You think Tarzan goes back to LCK after this year? I think anything is possible, bro. This is actually a genuine question. Other than being able to shield a recall interrupt and perhaps burst, why would you pick barrier over heal or exhaust? Barrier just gives you the most individual, like, effective HP on average. And then also, yeah, what Christoph says is a good point. Like, you lose heal versus ignite. And now the only difference is like the exhaust versus cleanse like flip. If you want to call it a flip. Why do I have a feeling? Okay, I thought Zeus was gonna. But yeah, that's why. Ooh. Okay, this Zeka fella's dead as hell. Good pick. How did that come about? Did they just kind of run at him? Yeah, and he's no sums and he doesn't want to stand on the ball. Yeah, makes sense. No one else dies. Ezreal's back to mid-wave first. What's the dragon timer here? I feel like the first Drake was taken kind of quick. Semi. Okay. Tarzan cannot seek employment back in South Korea. Returning to work in the LCK would risk revoking his permanent residency benefits, forcing him into immediate military enlistment. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. If that's true, that's so fucked up, bro. Mandatory military is such a fucking sheg. Oh, I hit P. How did Jin survive this lane? I don't know. This is good hustling from T1 here. Oh, Guma. Wow, no. We can't die like that. Bro, with flash up, that is unbelievably illegal. This is what I've been saying about Guma, bro. Like, someone who was it? I'm going to my Discord. It was like, hopefully there's not been too much talk since I've spoken. I was someone said it was gapped in every role, and I said, even like I expected Pays to do well, but if everyone was saying that it was even to gapped, my honest to God reaction was Pays even with Guma in current form. Yalla, it had to have been a slaughter. Yalla, it had to have been a slaughter, bro. It had to have been a slaughter. Game 2 was worse. Oh. Like, even then, this is not the end of the world. Like, it's not a great sequence for HLE, obviously. But it's an unforced error. So it's hard for me to really... Aside from the work up to that moment, I can't really praise T1 too heavily. But it was a lot of good movement there. Slow pace, poke them back. Like, their engage is not reliable, HLE. But if Yomusi lives there, maybe. Yeah, I mean, he was right on the edge of right on the edge of it. Can't say no. Ooh. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! It's the Lee Sin change! It's the Lee Sin change! Oh my god! Oh my god! Bang! Oh my god, bro. Ah! Kanawe. Kanawe. Yo, whoever came up with that Lee Sin change. Thank you, bro. Hold on, I need to... Sorry. This shockwave is crazy. And how mental... Yo. Kanavi and Zeus both flash out. Zeka flashes in. You are a psychopath. You are a psychopath. And you know what the crazy thing... Hold on. Does Faker react to that? Hold on, wait. See, because this is the kind of shit that I'm talking about with it. Like, he will drop off a stinker laning phase like that. What does Faker turn around for? That's mad. Oi. That's fucking mental, by the way. That's mental. Oi. Like, he's still him. But then this. Yeah, just crazy. Just crazy. Can't do it in lane, though. Nope. No, it's not. It's not Doran's fault. No. Like, where else is he supposed to click? He missed W? He's in all out, bro. Does he even have W here? I don't know if it matters. I think the way that Lee Sin kick works is it will still always just do it. By the way. I think this always moves him, even if he's unstoppable when he kicks him. There's a chance that still just works, bro. Anyway. I just got a Steam notification. What? Cheers. Yep. Yep. I need some carrier chatter, by the way. Nah, I don't have anything to say about carrier, man. If he's not on the playmaking champs, it's a long day. If he's not on a playmaker, it's a long day right now. Alright, nah, just get me to the last fight. They find the pick onto Zeus? How? Okay. Sure. Yeah, no problem. Oh my. If you face check and try. He just shouldn't be there though, should he? he just shouldn't be walking into the try bush, should he? Like, he just shouldn't be. He just shouldn't be. Like, he just shouldn't be walking forward. Would Kanavi have found him, and would he had to have blown his flash? Probably. But would he die? Almost, like, certainly not. GX won first game, it's over for Koi. Well, GG. And then they just die on the rotation. And alright, let's get this game 2 over and done with. Let's get this game 2 over and done with. I want to go take a break. We're probably gonna have a long stream later for LCS. Oh my god, it looks like an absolute spanking again. Kennen, Kog'Maw, Lulu. Oh, these guys don't care. Wait, where's my window with the draft? Oh. How did we get here? How did we end up on CBLOL? Us? No, respect. Respect LPO English. Rating CBLOL is good hustle, good game. Lucian first pick, Kog'Maw, Lulu into it. Actually have no issue with this from HLE side. I do wonder if you should ever pivot and just go like... Honest to God, I think you need to just go some nonsense like Nautilus, even though it's not really a lane, like Lucian Nautilus like isn't a lane, right? But from the second you see this, you want reliable engage. You can no longer play a game versus a champion like Kog'Maw with Lulu next to it and not have a button that just makes it very difficult for him to play the game. Right? I don't think that's allowed. I don't think that's allowed. And then they go Rise. I think, like, obviously Victor's up. I actually think they should want Syndra. Again, into a champion like Kog'Maw, right? It's the same kind of rules that apply to a champion like Aphelios apply to Kog'Maw. You want him to have all kinds of threat in terms of where he's allowed to position and how he can auto-attack. And Rise doesn't really offer that. He offers, like, a range around himself where he is a danger. Whereas a champion like Orianna, a champion like Syndra, you have to constantly check for things like the ball, you have to check for things like the balls on the floor. So I actually think the fact that Faker didn't take Syndra here is error. Because now he's also in a losing match, air quotes, losing matchup in lane, right? Air quotes, losing match, air quotes. Skill matchup, really. And then what? They went Pantheon on 4, which I think is a bit crazy, but sure. Into Wukong Gwen. Gwen blind. Because they banned Jax, I guess. And then they just get Kennen on. Oh, brother. I think this draft was bad. I think this draft was not good. I think seeing Kog'Maw Lulu and not wanting to try and find reliable engage is just mental. How's Gwen here? Horrible. Next question. I think Gwen is fine here if T1 have, like, Nautilus. To be honest, that's it. Like, I think Gwen becomes acceptable if there is a reliable way to make Guma temporarily not play the game with a button. And there is no such button here. But then also blind into Zeus is just mental in of its own right. Yeah, like losing play on first wave crash. Right. Good exhaust. Bit of a misstep here by Guma and Delight. They shouldn't really be losing 2v2 this hard to the point where it's almost a 2v2 kill. If Delight's a bad man, he does. Yep. 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 Good. Genuinely, it's worth it. Genuinely, it's worth it. Can build a slow push. Maybe Kanavi has a window to do some nonsense after his 2 camps. Invade Gromp, maybe. Oh, the wave actually crashed a lot faster than I thought it would. Oh god. Well. Really? He's allowed to get out there? When did Zeka E? Because obviously he clearly E'd before that, right? Otherwise he would have pressed it. There. That sidestep saved him. Doesn't sidestep that Q, he dies. The W is also flying, so to say that it's... Well, Armageddon time, 3v3 bot. Yep. Oh! Hey! Am I tweaking? Where was... Yo, where was Kanavi's... I'm clicking on Kanavi here. It feels like he doesn't queue for a while. Wait, he threw it. Oh, brother. Bro, if he hadn't thrown his Q here, this is a complete... Like, Owner probably dies. They can get the rundown on him. Psychotic from that guy. And then both the mids are here, so... Who's doing what? Okay. Ooh. LOL. Oh, and all of this is going on naturally. Zeus is up 15 CS. Wicked, man. If I didn't know any better... Okay, they're both resetting. He didn't even have to flash, man. Was he going Gunblade this lane? Oh, Rockabout. Yeah, I don't know. Like, even this sequence here after the dragon, like, HLE's map coverage is just great. In terms of, when I say map coverage here, sorry, like, contextually what I mean is, like, they just cover all of the avenues T1 have to play. Like, that TP bot, Kanavi guarding Faker off mid tier 1, like, it's just all really, really good. Oh! Oh my god, is Zeus even gonna die? Oh my god. FF the game. Wait, I just realized. Did Zeus walk to this? Or is the HUD just lying? Oh, he TP'd. I was about to say. Well, that's it. Like, game hard now. Game genuinely hard. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get this over with. Faker's dying on a side wave. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Faker dying on a side wave? Nah. Oh! Oh, that was scary. Is it that greedy? Is it greedy, really? Bro, they're just getting ran by Kadar. Like, nah, I don't know. It's just so disrespectful, isn't it? They see this and they don't like this. Oh, guys, I'm more disappointed in Pays there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not right. Chat, chat. It has been a lovely 3-hour middayer. On the YouTube side, I stayed live for a little bit longer, so for the few of you that are here, you're welcome. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye on the YouTube side.